Hello.
Daniela
Kakiro.
Daniela Romo.
Daniela.
I don't know. No sé.
How are you?
Good. I would appreciate if eventually there's people here that can tell us if we sound okay.
Yes.
Because I had to reinstall OBS yesterday.
Yes.
We were trying to work around a bunch of things that we noticed while doing our first class of the course.
Yes.
Zoom, when it records a video, it compresses heavily the video.
Yeah. So
I mean-
wait, Kakaito, can you hear us clear, loud and clear?
Caqueiro
Caqueiro,
Pelón nos
please.
puede oír.
Let us know, because we...
Es que cambiamos no cambiamos nada, sino
No.
que se desconfiguró
You sound great. Perfect.
Ok. Se desconfiguró el programa,
Yes.
entonces nos tocó volver a instalar.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but we were trying to find a way to record not really a Zoom session, because now we've experienced that doing that means that there's a ton of compression.
Mm-hmm.
For pro accounts, the highest res is like 720p,
Yeah.
so it looks like P. Yeah, it didn't look great. It just looks super mushy and I don't know. Looks like a 2005 YouTube video, I feel.
Well, the good thing is it's the recording.
Yeah,
Like
but
the
we want to
after.
offer at least a good memory. And this feels like an unscrambled memory. So we're trying to find workarounds, and one that we think we're going to do, even though it probably takes, it's kind of expensive in the sense that it uses a ton of our CPU power, I feel. It's going to be recording through OBS. So doing a local recording through OBS of the session and then editing in audio. Well, no, actually, we found a way to use the audio from Zoom. So I think we're going to be good there, but it's just going to be,
I have to.
it's just going to be super heavy.
No, she's just eating the box.
She can eat a box. I mean, that's what we had for breakfast.
Well,
Cardboard.
okay.
So we, so I think we're going to do everything locally and then upload it. I mean, again, super expensive. Videos are going to be huge compared to the size that Zoom has when it compresses them. But, you know, it's a workaround for now. But in order to do that, to try things out, we had to, I had to reinstall OBS.
Well,
so
then
it's,
I had to.
yeah, and then you had to try and make it work again.
Yeah.
So I did the taking apart,
Mhm.
and Danny did the fun job of putting it back together.
Yep.
But still, some things aren't working. Like our monitor, our Scarlett little audio monitor, is not. No, that one's
it is.
working.
It is. It's
OBS
just
is
like-
not really.
Like the audio
Picking-
input is
Yeah.
like reading like crazy things because we can monitor how we're.
So we can
sounding
monitor it.
with the Scarlett monitor.
We can monitor it through there. We can
Yeah.
totally see if
So
the
we can
audio's
see that
okay.
it's fine. But then you see the bars.
Yeah, but then you see
at
it in OBS,
and it's
and
like
it looks
we were
insane.
screaming.
Yeah.
So
So we have no idea how that happened. So yeah, 3 years solid editing muscles at work. We have no idea what we're doing. So we're gonna get back to painting today. That's a good thing.
yes,
And I think we can officially say that we're gonna be back.
yes,
Daniel
we
Lira,
are.
finally.
We are.
Yes, I think so too. We had to reconfigure our workstations again.
Yeah. So new background.
Yeah,
you
because
can
lighting
see it.
wasn't working for us, and
Space. I
yeah,
think
my mic was a problem. I had to like work on top of my mic.
I have like.
So
sorry.
I think we're good now. I think this is going to be our setup for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Years to come. 20 years. It's going to be the same setup.
No,
I'm crossing my fingers.
less than a year.
So let's see if it works. But yeah, but I think now we have some footing and we can say yes, we're good.
Yes.
Chili's insane right now, all over the place.
Yeah. She was eating a box that we put to try to protect the light cables.
Yeah, so she loves
So-
cables.
She knows that I'm trapped here and I can't say no to
Yeah.
her. So she was looking at me and biting it.
Look at
Like-
her. She's eating chocolate over there.
No. I know. And to be
Everything.
honest, I mean, she hasn't destroyed things.
No. I mean, no.
She's tiny too. So
Yeah.
that's like a
But
good
she loves
thing.
cables. And I'm at a point where I just think we should let her just get shocked.
No.
Nibble until she gets shocked. And that'll teach her, I feel. Like, it's like if you catch your kids smoking, you make them smoke like the whole pack. The equivalent of that. Good parenting, I feel.
I don't know what TV shows you're looking
Anyways,
at. Your humor is getting so
let's go.
lame.
We're gonna do
Lame alas.
we're gonna do your
Shoelaces.
your laces, yeah? You were
forgot
washing
the
your
word.
laces. I forgot it, yeah.
Yeah, I did. And if someone here,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm using this as an opportunity. If someone here has like a good like tip or trick to de-stain shoelaces.
So destain, the word normal people use is clean, but yes,
No,
go
'cause
ahead.
it has stains because it's clean now.
Well, if you
but it's
clean stuff, it's
stained.
because it's dirty.
Yeah, but you can clean something and it could be clean, but it can still have a stain.
No, then that wouldn't be clean.
Yes.
How could a thing that you clean and then be stained, you deem it cleaned?
Like when you have a stain on your shirt,
Yeah.
you can wash it 30 times, but it would have a stain. But
It's
it's
not
clean.
clean.
No, it's clean.
I don't
It's
know.
just stained.
I don't know.
So my shoelaces are stained.
Actually, I think you're right.
You know I'm right, but you're just trying to win the battle.
No, I just said actually I think you're right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uh
think
yeah. So
chili's
I
insane.
have to clean them.
Yeah.
Well, I did. I soaked them in water, vinegar, and baking soda. I
no,
tried
and then
to,
you put like you did a whole
yeah, and then I
concoction.
add something that it doesn't have how do you
Chlorine, like
Chlorine?
Clorox. Yeah, you can say
Yeah.
Clorox, and people will understand.
So it does not have chlorine.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like a cleaning thing that you add to the washer. So I did that, and I didn't add chlorine because I have one pair of like pastel yellow shoelaces that I don't want to become white. So, and I try to brush them. It did nothing. Then I put them in the washing machine in super hot water. Nothing again. So, please help.
These are our problems.
Yes. What else? What else can we say? Chili has been great in the park. She loves going to the park. She's very cute because sometimes she just knows that we're going back and she sits and tries not to move. I think she does not realize she's tiny, that we can easily like make her come. Like we can just pick her with one hand. So
Oof.
yeah, but she's
Forceful.
been loving the park. I would say she loves too much being sniffed by other dogs.
And by people, strangely.
And so when we are at the park, she's just like sad when a dog has to leave. And she's so tiny that I'm kind of afraid to let her like play freely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I don't know what else. What else?
I don't know. I'm thinking if it glares too much. And by asking
Here
that,
it does not glare, but I don't know if it glares.
I'm asking
for
that
you.
not trying to say that I wasn't paying attention to what you're saying.
Because you weren't.
No, totally. You were speaking about how chilly it is outside.
How chilly what?
How chilly it is outside. Super cold.
No, but if you're concerned because of the video, it does not glare.
Okay.
I don't know if it glares for you.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking. Do you want me to change it?
No,
'Cause
that's
it's-
totally fine.
I mean, it's
It's
terrible
fine.
if it glares for you.
Oh, it's not terrible.
I could move it around.
No,
You
don't
know,
worry
we are
about it.
we edit on the go,
Oh, yes.
so
Still,
could try and put them near to the camera.
no, don't worry about it.
No.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Also, we can't see that border
Which one?
of the camera over there. So if I could turn it a little bit more.
Oh, no, don't worry. Don't worry. That's actually because it's too close, actually. It's too direct. But no, it's perfectly fine.
I can move it a little bit. Better?
Danny, it's totally fine.
Worse?
Trust me. See, that's Chili saying,
Leave it
Danny,
like that.
perfectly fine means perfectly fine. Thank you, Chili.
Yeah. So, let's say hi.
Yes, please.
I need like a spoon for my matcha. It's just like all settled down in the
Mm,
glass, so not getting the
Not
100% of
the
it.
calmness and or the
No, I'm just
alertness.
getting the calmness, not alert at
Mm.
all.
It's not a bad thing.
Well,
Which would you rather pick?
being calm or being alert?
Yeah.
I think both can be like only one
Yeah.
of those could be dangerous.
Really?
Because if you're not alert of things, like
Yeah, you don't
life
have
is
like
just going
a
to
flight or
pass.
fight response.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I would eliminate the alertness, but
Well, I mean, if it's just one or the other, you have to eliminate one of your life. The calm or the alertness. Well, I will 100% eliminate the alertness because I would not eliminate being calm because I love being calm, but I would die in like a day. 'Cause if
Yeah.
I'm not alert,
but it's a short
I would die, but
it's
I
a
would-
nice short-lived life,
yeah, and
I
I
would
would
feel.
die super calm.
Yeah, you don't even fret about it.
No, have no idea.
You're like, "Oh, there I go.
No idea.
I died."
Which one would you take away?
Yeah, the same. I was thinking exactly the
Yeah?
same. I was thinking it's a very short life.
But it's a calm one.
Yeah, because you pretty much get eaten by predators, run
Well,
run
hit
over by a bus.
Yeah,
Yeah, you trip,
everything.
choke. But it must be very soothing to know that you're slowly dying
You're just
and you're super
calm.
fine with it.
Yeah,
You're like, "Oh my god, I'm dying."
accepting everything.
Yeah, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
So Kakaito
Yeah.
was saying morning. You sound great. ¿Cómo van? Hola Kakaito.
Muy bien,
Muy
gracias.
bien. ¿Tú cómo vas, Kakaito? Y Kakaito dice, Dani, son blancos los cordones. Si son blancos, puedes intentar con un polvo que venden en Dollar City, que te tengo que mandar la foto y es buenísimo. Ay, pues también tengo unos blancos que no han desmanchado, entonces 100%. Estoy pendiente de la foto. Está mirando por la ventana. Es que Nicolás está volteando a mirar dónde está Chile. Está mirando por la ventana. Le encanta mirar por la ventana.
Sí,
Se me hace muy tierno.
yo creo que ya entendió que aquí es un infierno.
Ay. Norberto Pérez was sending a dinosaur emoji and saying
Right,
hello. Hello, Norberto.
Mhm.
Norberto, how are you? Belico Duric was saying hello, how are you doing?
Bélico.
Hey, Belico, we're good. How are you? How was the end of the year? It's crazy to think it's 2023. I know it's kind of a cliche because everyone's saying it, but it really feels like it's like 2020
Mm.
3.0.
2023.0?
So it's like an extension of the 2020. Like I feel
Oh, 2020
version 3.0.
3.0.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, for you?
Well-
Do you feel that way?
I feel that the years have been like kind of mushed up.
Yeah.
So they feel very long, but very short at the same time. Like I look back
Yeah.
and I think that I think I've said this before, that we've been here in our painted lives
Yeah.
for all of our lives, but also for 6 months,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, but have you felt Like as years go by, that wow, that was long. I've never felt that. I don't think so.
Maybe I did.
Yeah?
Maybe I did. Maybe in high school,
They felt long.
I think.
Yeah, we should
Like
ask.
I'm thinking
We
about
should ask
one.
Samu and Fer if as soon as they go into school,
Yeah.
if they felt their vacation was long.
Yeah, I I think about one specific year. But
Yeah.
yeah, maybe it's just
I
that.
don't have memories of ever feeling,
the
wow,
notion of
that
time.
felt like a long
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Drew Thompson was saying it's 1990 version 23.0 or
There-
version 33.0 and a laughing emoji. Yeah, maybe it's like time, like the notion of time is weird.
It's yeah.
It is very weird. Yeah.
Danny, hot takes today.
Yeah.
There we go.
Chili. Sorry.
I'm gonna return.
Chili.
I think I'm gonna return her
No, never.
back to sender.
Let's see. Cody Winnicky was saying good morning.
Cody.
And Cody was saying, haha, that episode of The King of the Hill where the whole family starts smoking.
I'm trying to remember. I watched a bunch of King of the Hill, but I don't know. I don't know if I remember it like super. I don't know. It was a lot of late night watching for me.
You know,
So-
I've never seen
No,
King of the Hill.
it's very of a moment. I feel. I don't know if.
very
maybe-
of a moment.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
certainly my generation for sure.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I've seen. Had no idea about the name of it,
Yeah.
but of course I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen a whole episode, but I know what it is. Is it good? Do you like it?
I mean, it was super novel at the time for sure. Very. I wonder if it'll go into the annals of time as a part of like Americana, like gorgeous redneck Americana.
Cody was saying it's when Hank catches Bobby smoking
Yeah.
and makes him smoke a whole carrot.
Yeah, I remember that, but I don't. It's not like Simpsons episodes that I probably watch 20 times each. That I do remember them. I can't quote them. I'm not like people that can super quote The Simpsons, but I remember them. But King of the Hill, I just remember that I would watch it. I watched it for all my college and US years, I think, but yeah, but I don't remember. I don't know. It's one of those weird things, I guess.
Malvin y Tías dice, Nico, te quiero, al fin puedo zafar de la uni y estoy de vacaciones para pintar. Un saludo a ti y a Dani. Lo último que han subido a Instagram ha sido increíble.
Uy, tan que...
Hola, Malvin y Tías.
Sí,
¿Qué más?
qué bueno tenerlo de vuelta.
¡Qué bueno!
Sí. Malvinitas, como yo siempre leía.
¿Sí?
Siempre leía Malvinitas.
No, Nicolás.
Y siempre pensaba que era como las Islas Malvinas, pero chiquitas.
¿Pero chiquitas?
Ujú, Malvinitas.
Pero ahora es las Islas Malvinas, pero de tías. Malvin y Tías.
Bueno, también no me había imaginado eso, pero sí, está bien.
Patricio Juárez was saying, hey there. Hey, Patricio, how are you? You don't worry about Chile.
No.
Do you want me to...
No. I'm contemplating what she has chosen to chew, and if it's going to kill her. Those are the two things that I'm thinking about.
Lonak was saying, I'm waiting at the doctor and watching you guys. Hey, Lonak, are you okay? Is it like a check? ¿Cómo se dice? Checkup?
Yeah.
Checkup thing? Are we on speakers? At the waiting room?
Speakers, like on the walls speakers?
No, like in altavoz. Speakers.
Like-
That's called speakers. It is? When you put your phone
On speaker?
on speakers. On speakers.
I don't know if it has speakers.
Now
Maybe
you're
your
trying
phone.
to... No, now you're trying to...
Well, on speakers, I feel it's like a boombox with like speakers or like
No.
a...
Well, that's what you think.
Yeah. Are you on
That's not
speaker?
what I meant.
Speakerphone. Are you on speaker? I think it's singular. I would say it's singular, I feel.
Darian Gallardo dice hola a todos.
Garian
Hola, Darian,
Gallardo.
¿qué tal? Master of Glass dice, hola Nicolás, soy un artista de 25 años de Bogotá, estoy muy mal económicamente y me recomendaron pintar paisajes, flores, caballos y venderlos en galerías. Siento que estoy traicionando mi arte.
Pero habíamos hablado con...
Creo que sí.
Sí.
Sí, me acuerdo que que nos había preguntado sobre lo que se vendía en las galerías.
Sí.
Y creo que habíamos dicho que...
Pero uno tiene como
como que
opciones.
también hay que mirar qué tipo de galerías.
No, y uno tiene como opciones. O sea, uno puede decir, bueno, que si uno está mal económicamente, uno puede reflexionar y decir, bueno, ¿qué tan mal económicamente estoy? Y no quiero en ningún momento hacer un juicio sobre si yo tengo la potestad de interpretar su condición económica, Master of Glass.
Ujú.
Entonces, por favor, pues entienda lo que voy a decir simplemente como un comentario que vendría desde mi propia reflexión. Entonces yo puedo decir, bueno, ¿qué tan mal estoy económicamente? Si mi respuesta es muy mal, o sea, muy, muy mal, que de pronto no tengo para el arriendo, no tengo para comer, yo pensaría en buscar un trabajo. Yo le soy sincero. O sea, si fuera mi vida, yo diría, voy a ir a buscar un trabajo, trabajo cualquiera, X, no me importa. Pero
Sin
tengo un
importar
trabajo,
que
sí,
sea
no me
relacionado
importa.
a arte,
No, no me
arte,
importa,
¿verdad?
o sea,
Sí, sí,
no
sí.
me importa. Puedo limpiar mesas, puedo hacer lo que sea, a mí no me importa. Para mí todo trabajo es digno y yo pienso que, o sea, no hay ninguna pena en trabajar, no hay ninguna vergüenza en trabajar ni en ningún tipo de trabajo que uno haga. Si es honrado, si es honesto, es perfecto. Yo me pondría a trabajar y simplemente digo, bueno, voy a pintar lo que sí me gusta pintar, no sé, en las noches, los domingos, o sea, y uso el tiempo que tengo disponible para trabajar. Esa sería mi decisión. Porque si de verdad me siento que estoy traicionando lo que es importante para mi vida, que es pintar, pues prefiero no y siento que eso tiene un peso muy grande sobre mi ser, o sea, pues entonces prefiero no traicionar eso y más bien ponerme a trabajar en cualquier cosa y ya. O sea, yo creo que me va a dar más paz como interior saber que no me traiciono a mí mismo y que estoy trabajando y que pues ya solucioné al menos esa parte de mi vida y no como pensar como, tengo que pintar estas cosas que son horrorosas y de pronto ni siquiera ni lo voy a disfrutar ni me van a salir bien.
Y que además tampoco se sabe si se van a vender,
Sí,
¿no?
nadie
Que
me
eso
puede
es
asegurar si algo se va a
como,
vender, a menos de que sean como
como encargos.
por encargo.
Sí, sí, sí.
A uno nadie le puede asegurar si algo se va a vender. Entonces, no sé, yo pensaría, de nuevo, para mi vida, que de pronto lo ideal, o sea, lo ideal para mí sería no traicionar ese aspecto. Pero esto soy yo. Esa sería mi decisión.
Miguel Fonseca dice, hola Daniela, Nicolás, un saludo, feliz año nuevo. Por acá
Miguel.
disfrutando mucho el libro de Possibilities.
Muy amable.
Ay,
Miguel,
qué
tan
bueno,
querido.
Miguel.
Siempre
Nos alegra
generoso,
muchísimo.
Miguel.
Javi Hab was saying, hello, hi, good morning.
Happy to have you.
Javi. New Year and Javi's been sticking together with, ¿cómo se dice?
I don't know. Keep going.
No, that Javi's been here the whole live streams. So,
Oh, really?
like, yeah, sticking together, no? Sticking
Sticking
something
together.
like
No, go with it, Danny. Go. New Year and Danny.
New Year,
Danny's
same
English is the same.
me. Same me, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what were you expecting?
Nothing really. You know.
I don't know what she's doing.
I think eating salt and I think she's cooking something. Meth, maybe? I mean, she has to pull her own weight.
Chili, ven.
I could see her like a street vendor. Honestly, she's got like a mean eye.
Ven acá.
She's got a look. Probably take care of herself.
Ven. Ven. So I'm gonna try to catch her to see if she wants to stay here with me. Ven.
So while Danny does that, I'm doing abstract sort of blocking of this, and I'm kind of finding my drawing through like shapes. I wasn't super worried about where the composition would land. It's so abstract, I feel, that wherever it kind of plopped in and I just started kind of mushing it and kind of futzing with it, I think it was going to be okay. Yeah, futzing. I wonder where futzing comes from. It sounds like a Yiddish word for some reason.
I've never heard that word before.
Yeah, futzing. Like you futz around with something.
Futz?
Yeah. It's like, I don't even know how it's spelled, if I have to be honest with you. Maybe F-U-T-Z? It's that kind of simple. You don't need the headphones if you want.
No. If I leave them here,
Like
she's
this?
gonna bite them. So we're gonna put them in her basket while we work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Nice. So my headphones are going to smell like chewed up toys.
I think everything here now
Smells already.
like-
Yeah.
So let's see. Germán Rodríguez, Gabriel García Márquez, dice:
Maestro.
Hola, feliz año. Los escucho
Nobel.
mientras estoy conduciendo a mis clases de pintura.
Oh, qué bueno.
Bueno, pero me alegra que dijo: los escucho mientras estoy conduciendo y no los veo mientras estoy conduciendo.
No, solo en los
Se me
semáforos.
hace terrible.
Solo en el semáforo.
Gabriel García, qué mal ejemplo. Feliz
No,
año.
pues qué
a
buen
Germán.
ejemplo.
Que nos escuche, por eso ese es un buen ejemplo.
No, Dani está.
Pero si nos estuviera viendo mientras maneja, pues
Creo
no.
que DaniBot 3000 era un poco más coherente.
¿Sí? Yo no creo.
Sí, más rígida, o sea, un poco más. Y pues iba a acabar con la humanidad, pero por lo menos.
Porque dices iba y no va.
Sí, no sé. Desde que se fue esa noche, no sé qué ha sido de ella.
Planeando.
Sí.
Se vienen
Que pronto-
cositas, diría.
sí.
A ver. Dice. Robincita West 13 is
Robincita
saying good
Divine.
morning. Hello, Robincita. So hello, say hello, Chili, to Robincita. Hello, Hello, Robincita. Ibrahim Salah
Ibrahim.
was saying, would you do a gouache live stream? Don't you think you have? And what do you think the fundamental differences is between gouache and oil?
I think Ibrahim is very fond of gouache.
Yes.
I know very little of Ibrahim. I know he's Salah, so that makes me like him
Yeah.
immediately. So, aside from that, I know that he's very gouache heavy. You know, questions are always gouache heavy. We could do a stream. Yeah, I could kind of suffer through a stream. Do we have gouache?
Well, I have my gouache set, yes.
Yeah, but I kind of ruined those sets, those Himi sets.
No,
Like-
I mean the one you used.
The
I
Himi
haven't
one?
used before. Yeah, I haven't used again. I'm sorry
okay.
because I have to clean it up before, so you can use it.
Oh, so instead
I
of
would
cleaning
have
it
to
up, you can oh, do you want to say rehydrate?
Yeah, I would have to rehydrate them, or you could do it. I mean, you're gonna use them, and
Oh.
you're laughing about me, so
No,
you
what?
could rehydrate them.
Yeah, I just knew
Yourself.
that you had that word like ready.
Well, that's the word.
I know.
You know.
But yeah, we could do a gouache one and
Yep.
suffer through it.
Mm-hmm.
That could be nice.
Tani was saying, "Morning, guys. Happy
Morning.
New Year.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year, Tani." I'm always curious. How long do you guys say Happy New Year's? Like how into
Until December.
January?
December. No? Is that not customary? You
M-
keep saying it until it changes. No?
M Joker was saying, "Hola, greetings from Poland. That
Oh.
pre-paint orange color. What did you use? Acrylic or oil?"
What? What?
So maybe they were saying this at the beginning. Maybe they were thinking you were making like a ground.
Oh, no, not at all. That's my background.
Yes.
That's my table actually. So no, this is Zorn palette. So 4-color palette. titanium white, yellow ochre. In my case, it's yellow ochre light. This is cad red, and this is ivory black. So super simple. But no, we're not doing, and it's oil paint. We're not doing ground or underpainting or nothing of the sort, because I have done some paintings recently that were not complex by any means, but they were definitely structured paintings in the sense that they had layers. They had like very specific layers, and I kind of want to do something different for today. I wanted to do something different for today. I wanted to just paint. So just throw some paint and mush it around. And I think the laces that are all knotted up are just the perfect subject matter to do that. So
Thomas Levy Wright
yeah.
was saying, no, Tomás con tilde, Levy Wright was saying, está diciendo
Okay.
encontrar trabajos que tengan que ver con la pintura, como clases de dibujo para pintar casas. Ah, no, clases de dibujo,
Bueno.
coma.
No, Danny
Pero no
bought
tiene
3000.
coma, no
Where are
tiene
you?
coma, pero clases de dibujo, pintar casas, enmarcar obras ayuda muchísimo también. Abrazos, Nico y Dani.
Claro.
Abrazos.
Claro, se
Tomás.
puede trabajar en una tienda de
Me
arte.
encanta que dije clases de dibujo para pintar.
Ujú. Sí, pero no, perfecto.
También puede
Debe haber.
Debe haber.
Debe, sí. En
¿Clases de
algún.
dibujo para pintar casas?
Digamos que sí debe haber. Suena conceptual incluso.
Sí. Sí. Pero sí, claro. Sí, la idea de enmarcar también muy chévere. Como aprovechar como y tener un trabajo que uno después pueda utilizar. Como
Sí,
en
o
enmarcar
trabajar en
obras.
una galería, por ejemplo. O
Ujú.
sea, ayudar en la parte como administrativa de una galería.
En
no-
una tienda de arte.
Sí, todo eso puede ser también súper útil. Pero lo que decía es que muchas veces hasta esos trabajos no nos son accesibles. Entonces, hay veces toca pues hacer un trabajo normal, un
Ujú.
trabajo, o sea, cualquiera que sea. Y eso también está bien, eso también está bien y puede ser por un momento de la vida de uno, o hay veces esos momentos duran años, pero pues no importa, o sea, trabajar es trabajar para mí.
Hashan Drawing was saying, how many Indians here? So, hello, Hashan. Maybe they can let Hashan know if there's more Indians here. Emilio López González dice, déjame decirte, Nicolás, que
Sí,
eres un
señor.
gran referente.
Uf.
Me intento dedicar a la pintura y tanto tus trabajos como tus videos son una inspiración.
Me dan nervios esas cosas, pero muchas gracias, muy amable.
María Cacaíto dice, hola Chilibín. Ahí ya está que se duerme. Es que ella es terrible y dormilona. Esa es como su definición. Y
Ujú.
tragona.
Así creo que la presentaron.
Sí. No, así no nos la presentaron. Barcilia was saying, is it McDonald's French fries? Oh no, the painting?
Oh
It's
no,
not, but
no. I did a cup of French fries once.
Yes.
Do you remember?
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
but no, not
like
this
a
one.
local store
Yeah, it was a
home. It's called.
home burger store.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come in a cup.
Mhm.
No, these are laces, shoelaces.
Guillaume Leroux
Mm.
was saying, hello everyone, happy to catch you. Strange schedules for the last live.
Oh yes,
All over the place, yes. But here we are.
yes. But so the reason for this is no. Let's stop blaming Chile, although it's entirely her fault. But no, for example, today it's a morning live. The reason is Danny's not going to be here in the afternoon, and Samu has a math class.
Yep.
You know, he's not doing super great, so he needs a little extra help outside school with math. So he's going to have a math class, and our space is not so big or not so segmented that we can just say, oh, we're gonna be in our studio, and Samu is outside in his taking his class.
Outside?
Yeah,
Like
no.
in the backyard?
Well, outside of the studio,
Mm-hmm.
in of the studio room in the apartment.
On
No,
the grass
Samu would take
the
his
teacher.
class in our only table, which is like a couple of feet away from us. So
Well, it's
we
not
just-
our only table. He has a desk, but it's not big enough so he can be with his teacher.
yeah,
Also,
I
it's
wouldn't.
better for him to
Yeah,
be
and I wouldn't.
in the room. No, in the,
I mean, I super trust the teacher, but I don't.
no, I get what
Teacher,
you're saying.
like, I
So,
wouldn't tell the teacher, "Oh yeah, go into his room and close the door, please."
no, of course
and
not.
take your clothes off. Like, no, that's not cool, Danny. Super not cool.
Nicolás. Sergi Arts was saying, dice, hola, ¿cómo están? Nuevo setting.
Sí.
Hola, Chili también. Chili acá ya está profunda. Y sí, no sé si recuerdan. Esto es muy OPL OG.
Sí,
Ese era el mueble de los intros.
sí, ahí
Por
hacía yo
mucho
mis
tiempo.
presentaciones.
Lo que pasa es que ahora ya no está horizontal, sino vertical. Y está separando el espacio de trabajo de Nicolás y el mío. Entonces, ese es. A ver qué se puede ver desde ahí. Se puede ver unas cosas de Oliver Jeffers acá y allá. Y acá libros. Puede ver un fin. No se alcanza a ver
Un
Bob
comienzo.
Esponja. Se ve atrás el Lego del Nintendo. Es un buen setup, la verdad.
¿Te parece?
Sí, está chévere. Y se ve parte del sofá. Cuando Chili caminaba se veía a Chili mordiendo por allá las cajas.
Mm.
Un buen setup. Noel C dice Danichi, como D mayúscula,
Ujú.
N mayúscula. O sea, Daniela Nicolás Chili. Danichi.
Sí, eso creo que no va a pegar, pero bueno, muy amable, muchas gracias.
Noel. Y Noel también decía feliz año nuevo para todos. Qué bueno tener compañía de nuevo mientras se pinta. Hola Noel.
Igual también para nosotros,
Sí.
siempre nos hace falta la compañía de ustedes.
Siempre, siempre. Tani was saying, I recently rewatched some of your videos on intent and unknown subject matters.
Mm.
What's your thinking / philosophy behind painting everyday / unconventional objects such as power lines?
Oof. Do you remember those
The
weeks?
Beast. Yeah, that week was called The Beast.
Mm.
It had a great title,
Oh, I liked it too.
editing.
Oh yeah.
Like
And
I'm
you
painting.
did, you
Oh
did
no, the paintings were good. I was talking about.
Oh yeah, you were
the
thinking about your
title I
work.
did,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Just it's always like that.
No, but the paintings were
No. You did like a super cool lightning effect. That was
Oh,
when
wow.
you tried.
cool. Well, I
Um,
always try, but now I'm not editing.
Back when you tried. Yeah, but do you remember what we talked about during those weeks?
Yeah,
I think it.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Go ahead. No, 'cause
no,
I'm trying to
I
make.
had no idea it was a rhetorical question. I was ready to.
No. I was.
Thought it was like a
I
quiz.
just. I just wasn't finished. But yeah, no. Go ahead.
No, you were talking about how afraid you were
Yes.
of that subject matter
Yes.
and how you always talked about painting everything like everything's like a painting subject that you could paint, like everything's paintable.
Yeah.
And you were saying that every time we looked at the window, outside the window, and you saw that, you thought you were never going to paint that. So that's the reason why you do it. You did it.
Yeah.
Because it was like the only thing you could think about that you would hate painting so much. Because it had
I was
so
scared
much
of painting
detail.
it. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I was kind of overwhelmed by it. I
Yes.
feel, and which is usually how I feel about urban landscapes. I only feel that they are digestible, urban landscapes, when just brilliant painters do brilliant paintings of them. That's when I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Like that, I could live there. But when I'm in front of like buildings and I think about painting them, like I have no air, like no oxygen. So it's very, very strange. So I think great paintings make that world sort of accessible for me, livable for me, I would say. But anyways, thinking about intent, sure. I can't. Yeah, it's
Es que me regué.
now thinking about it. I don't remember, to be super honest, what I said during those videos about intent. But I do remember the feeling of finally tackling something that was it was just there. I remember that, the window, it was right in front of us where we were living at that time. It was the window that was in front of, the
living
place
room.
where we recorded.
Yep.
So it was almost this unavoidable subject matter. But I'm guessing that if it was beautiful, like if it was this tree that was, full of like birds in the morning, and you would look at it and you would look how light hits it, and it would just seem quite peaceful or familiar eventually. But this thing just remained, through the passing of time, it remained, kind of, I don't know. It felt like armored. Like I couldn't penetrate it. Like I couldn't think anything about it other than I was just afraid of it, in terms of it being a subject matter that I could reflect upon. And it was very interesting to just push myself to say, well, this is as perfect as an excuse as any to, and I think Our Painted Lives at its best is just that. It's just a very elaborate excuse to find reasons to push ourselves and to paint, and to just, while we are painting, while this continuous act of painting goes on, you're finding excuses to direct that continuous act of painting into like really weird directions, direct into directions, or to point it into different directions. I think that that's where we are at our best, when we just feel like, oh, let's try that. And trying something out feels confirming, in the sense that you can say, oh yeah, what I felt, what I thought was going to be the experience, yes, it's 10 times worse. It was painful to do this, and it was difficult, and it was tough, and I didn't get it. So you can actually confirm a lot of feelings, a lot of those prior feelings. Sometimes you can kind of tear those walls down and realize that it wasn't as tough. And sometimes you open something up and say, I actually love this. I never thought this was going to be exciting to me, but it's turning into something that's incredibly kind of challenging but fulfilling also, if you are if your mind is at the right place. So I think that sort of mindset is the one that opens up when you start to not see yourself as somebody who is quite efficient at painting like the same thing over and over and over again, but you see yourself as somebody who is just very adaptable to situations. And in order for you to stay kind of alive as a painter, in order for you to stay to have like that keen eye, and to have your painting wits about you, you have to challenge yourself. And challenging yourself is also a matter that has to be uncovered by all of us, I feel. I don't think it's the same thing for all of us. I think that what is very challenging for me might be the easiest thing in the world for somebody else. It might be like, oh, really? That's what you're scared of? And this is not one of those things that you want people shaming you into believing that, something that was this kind of irrational fear, it just speaks about how immature you are as a human being or as an artist because you're not able to deal with it. Not really. Like, what's important about this is that, you are acknowledging that this is something that's tough for you, and you're just taking steps into trying to do something about it, trying to tackle it in some way, which is, in my book, that's awesome, I feel, regardless of what it is and regardless how other people see it. So I don't know. I don't try not to think about subject matter or intent as something that's worthy of granting like gravitas to a work of art, or to making something that has the potential of being a work of art, to then give it its sort of rightful nature as a work of art. I don't think that's quite true, at least not in my case. I don't think that, we see other people see garbage and like artist turns, the artist, we artists turn garbage into art with just this beautiful way of looking at the world that we have. I don't really think those things are quite true. I think that those things, we would inadvertently feed our ego with those things, thinking that we can change the nature of everything and we can just see beauty everywhere and, I don't know, worth everywhere. And it's kind of weird to think that way. I just think that it's kind of nicer to see those places as opportunities to reflect on something, on whatever it is that you want to reflect about, or whatever it is that is spurred by that challenge. Because if I was let's say I was painting a rotting fish, regardless of how beautiful my painting ends up being, it doesn't mean that I'm just going to be so enamored by the interaction that I had with this rotting fish that I don't smell rot anymore. That to me, that's beautiful. Like the beauty was able to overcome the rotten smell, like the rotting smell. And I think sometimes we feel that that's what painting or art does. Like it's able to erase everything that is kind of off about nature or the context of nature, and just because it turned into art, then it suddenly became something beautiful. I don't think that that's true. I really don't. Sometimes art comes from suffering and speaks about suffering, and it's, that's what it's about. You're not supposed to just feel beautiful or say, oh wow, look at this community, isn't this beautiful? Look at this suffering community, or look at these miners from Africa, but look at these photographs. They're so beautiful that I just forgot that this is like, a horrendous thing that happens to this society. It's like, no. Sometimes, you're supposed to feel rotten, and it's okay. You're not supposed to overcome that feeling, and it's not supposed to turn into anything else. And maybe what happens, like like I was saying, the reflection that happens while you're doing that, while you're executing whatever it is that you're doing, a painting, a sculpture, you're taking a photograph, you're editing a photograph afterwards. Maybe there's the value lies in there, not so much, in the way in which a painting could be transformative of its very own nature, I feel. So I think I've understood both intent and tackling, subject matter that can spur or kind of like detonate certain, feelings within you, feelings of distrust, or feelings of rejection, or feelings of fear, or feelings of ignorance. I think that it's kind of nicer to just embrace those feelings and not think that, I don't know, at least that's the way I'm seeing it. Not think that art is just supposed to, that there's a lesson in that painting that is teaching you to just find, it's not about just finding beauty anywhere. It just doesn't work that way, I feel. I mean, you could do a beautiful painting of a landfill that is like right next to like a community, and this happens. I'm describing something that happens here in Bogota. Like there are these buildings that have been built for people with low income that are very close to this landfill, and if I went to that landfill and did these amazing paintings of trash, I would feel almost like disgusted if people only saw that they were beautiful paintings of trash, or trash that is beautifully painted, and missed the whole context of how people were living, just meters away from that landfill, and how absurd that would be. So I don't know. I think this is tough, but and it's certainly a path for everyone. It's a different path for everyone. But mine has taken me to a place where it's just I have a deep, very deep respect for the act of painting. I am completely in love with painting, but I also kind of know what painting can do or what painting can't do.
Mhm.
And I particularly don't like when painting is just adorned by all these compliments that, I don't know, maybe it deserves them at some level, but I just don't think it's like I don't think a painting cures anything in the world. I think reflections that are born from the painting, from the person that painted it, and I think the socializing aspect of it, I think that's probably where it's most powerful. Like, let's see, Picasso. One of Picasso's greatest paintings, probably more famous paintings, is the Guernica, and it speaks about war in the grand tradition of how Goya spoke about the horrible disasters of war. But sadly, I've never seen society say that painting, whichever one may be, it may be the what do you call that? Not el fusilamiento. I forgot how you say it in English.
I have
The firing. I don't know. But I don't think el fusilamiento of Goya or Guernica has stopped wars or has made people say, "Oh, war is terrible. Like, this is horrible." Like, this painting is a reminder of the horror, like the horrible nature of wars. Like, it doesn't do that. A painting doesn't do that. So I do think that
It says, I'm sorry,
Like-
fusilate or shooting?
yeah, it's like the public firing or something. But yeah, so I don't know. I think you were solely asking about subject matter and how we tackle something that perhaps we don't deem it paintable or not. But it's been really weird for me to just go through to do this exercise where you just go through tons and tons and tons of subject matter, almost like incessantly, and you paint it and paint it and paint it. And it's not that you eventually become desensitized to what the paintings may say or may mean or may suggest. It's just that, I don't know. I don't know. I feel that like the power of a painting is what it leaves behind, but maybe perhaps it doesn't lie on the object itself. Its true power, its true strength is the conversation that it starts. But I don't know if it lands on the painting. I don't know if the worth of that conversation finishes at the painting itself. And I think maybe painting can be beautiful if seen as a starting point and not just as a goal. Anyways.
And also I was thinking about what you were saying, and I really liked that you were also talking about how for the person painting it, like the worth of the painting is the process of painting, because of how you can acknowledge the things you're painting without trying to make them land on something beautiful.
Right.
But just like the process of it, whatever that encompasses. So I really liked what you said.
Yeah, I thought I was going through the weeds a little bit.
No.
But it's just that I get super confused now with myself. I feel I don't think it's not as if I have a thesis and I'm just trying to find clarity in my statements. I think I'm just quite confused as a painter, but beautifully confused, because since we started, I guess it started with the little sketchbook, the sketchbook sort of project that I was doing.
Yeah, so our Painted Life sketchbook.
Yeah, but I think it certainly solidified when we started to just work so continuously. I don't know. I think I've my outlook on paintings changed just dramatically. And I always feel like it's not something that I have ownership of. I don't really know if this is something that happened to me or if this is something that just happens, or I don't know if it was inevitable with what we were doing. I just don't know. I don't know if it belongs to me or if it's something that just is, or if it's something that has to do with my personality, or I have no idea. I sometimes like debate about it. And every time we go to a museum or something, Danny, and every time I see a great painting, I put into question everything that I'm feeling about the detachment of paintings, because I feel so much attraction to, these gorgeous, works of art. So it's super confusing. It's super, super confusing. And I totally acknowledge that I don't have the means to make sense of much of it. But what I do think is that I know that I'm different. I know that I'm not the same painter. So I know something
So you're
happened,
different
like something changed
from who you
from
were
from who I thought,
as a painter.
right, where I thought painting is the end. Like the purpose of my life as a painter is to make eventually the greatest painting I could ever make. However you define it, but that is the purpose, to make the strongest and the most powerful statement through painting that you can ever make. And it seems like the more I paint, the more I just find this absolute joy and love, and I cherish the moments when I can paint. But it also means that I can look at the painting and just remember that bit of time that I was, making it. But then I can say it's fine to let go of the painting. Like my brain is totally okay with saying it's okay to let go of the painting.
But
it's totally fine.
Don't you think it's beautiful that now you don't see, because you were describing how before you thought that like your end goal was to do that amazing painting.
Right.
And now that you don't have that like place that you thought you were going to land on, it could be that painting is something that's going to be with you all your life, because it does not have like an ending.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Of it. It's
right.
not like I did that painting, now what? Now I'm going to do something else, because I just like did the check mark on
Right.
that thing, and it was like a to do thing, and now it's done. But now it's more of a constant in your life.
Yes.
So you don't have to pressure it to be like to land on that amazing painting, but it
Yeah.
could be what it has to
It's
be.
amazing, like what you're saying. Like it's incredible how much more value. It's kind of weird, because I was gonna say like how much more value it acquires when it becomes a constant.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm thinking, I've been through moments in my life where I would wake up at 6 a.m. and start working at like 7:30 and stop at probably like 6:30 in the afternoon. And then the next day I would do the same thing, and I would paint like that for like 2 years, and I would have a show. So painting was terribly consistent back in those moments too. But I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's detached from this sort of sole purpose of having a show.
Yeah.
And maybe
Like
if you
that end
don't,
goal.
if you take away that and you just say, let me see what happens if I paint in the way you would just tend to your garden, I guess.
Yeah.
If you have a garden, I don't tend to a garden, but I can imagine what that means. I can completely understand what that means and why people would take care of a garden. So, I kind of feel it's probably the same way. It's just, you just take care of something that is important. I don't know. I don't know how
it
else to
makes
say it.
sense.
Maybe
It
it's
makes
that
sense.
simple. Maybe
and-
it's that easy.
And also, when you were talking about how you could wake up for a show and work super hard too, like I get what you're saying, but those were like steps to get to something you had on your mind,
Right.
which was that like grandiose painting you were going to do, like that amazing painting you were going to do. But now that you don't have that pressure, or that you don't put that pressure on painting, it's very cool to let it be what it has to be for every day, and to know that what it is always enough, because you're not asking of it to be something specific.
Right.
So I like it.
Yeah,
like it.
maybe it is. Maybe it is like flowers that don't have to be, they don't have to be sold or cut and put in a vase, for example. Like you don't have to have a garden where flowers bloom and then you pick them, and you make an arrangement and you put them inside your house, and that's when you say, "Oh, look at these flowers. They're beautiful." Like maybe it's just flowers that you just look and you tend to them, but they die because
And you can
all
be proud of
every
some
single flower
of those
dies.
flowers.
Yeah, you could.
Like you could be proud of that specific, and you could be frustrated with the other one that's doing terribly,
Yeah.
but you just keep going.
Yes. Yes. You know that this is so strange now that I'm talking about it. And I think you mentioned your father also with that the other day, that he would tend to like plants or something.
Yeah, he was telling me how when he retires,
Yeah.
he would love to do paisajismos, like
Yeah.
gardening, like get into gardening, but also like plant a whole garden that he could. Like he's an architect, so he loved the idea of like arranging the garden as he would like.
Yeah.
And he also told me how he thought that could be super like therapeutic for him
Oh, for
to
sure.
take care of it,
Yeah.
and he would love to have that life,
Yeah.
like that pace for
Yeah.
his life. So
Yeah, it's the but I think there's a difference between, because I've always spoken about how plants in the apartment, I don't know. It's strangely, I don't find like a connection to that. I don't know why a garden outdoors would just make me feel that it's just the way it's supposed to be.
because it's not taking something to your space and making it part of your space, but I think it's also cool the idea. For example, in my dad, what he was talking about, I love the fact that he was like, no, I would have to go there, like to go to the plants place,
Yeah.
that being the garden, to spend time. So it's not like he's doing things in his own space, but he's working towards a space that's already there, and that's gonna be there if he's there or if he's not. But
Yeah.
it could use his help.
Right.
So-
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Let's see. Jeff Acuff was saying it's not a thing you do, but it's a part of you.
Right.
Jeff was also saying the 5th of May. Sorry, the 3rd of May. LOL. Javi Hab was saying the firing squad.
Yes.
And Cody was also saying the firing squad.
Which is a brutal painting. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I doubt that painting, that if leaders of the world saw that painting, it would be like, oh yeah, we should not occupy other countries anymore. Yes, this is terrible.
Javi Hab dice, con ustedes desde el inicio y aquí estaré hasta que me corran. Love the banter at the art education. Much love and prosperity to OPL in 2023.
Tan lindo.
Muchas gracias, Javi Hab. Tan lindo.
Tan lindo.
Vincent Delanois
Wow.
is saying, good morning. I'm with Nicolas. You can stop saying Happy New Year on the 31st of December. You just don't have the right to say it twice to a single person. I think I sometimes do.
Yeah?
I say, yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I'm like, oh, Happy New Year. And they're like, oh, you already said that. And I was like, oh, great. And how has it been? Is
Yeah,
it
disrespectful, Danny.
great?
Danny Bot wouldn't make that mistake.
I think that's a very Colombian thing.
Yeah.
Like to be very celebratory. If that is a word.
Celebratory? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if that's the word I'm looking for in my brain, which I think it is. But we tend to like.
We are very festive. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Festivus.
Festive as in the partying a lot. There's a lot of Colombians that are like
All
that.
of that definition.
But I would also say that in my case, it's the fact of like the celebration being an excuse to be happy or loving or caring towards someone,
Yeah.
which is the part I like. So, yes. Tani was saying, "LOL, I missed the last live stream, so I couldn't say Happy New Year." No, Happy New Year again to you, Tani.
Okay, we can stop it. Maybe
Uh,
single digits. Maybe are we still single digits in January? Today's what?
No, today's the 10th.
10th?
Yep.
Oh no, so we have to stop.
So Happy New Year,
No, we
everyone.
no. It stopped yesterday. Maybe single digits. It's okay.
What? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I got a message of the headphones we're gonna get,
Okay.
but I
yeah.
had no idea what it was. 'Cause they were like, "Your purchase of," and I was like, "What?" I'm sorry. I'm oversharing.
Yeah. So now that you've shared, yeah, cheap headphones for Samuel Fer.
Yeah. But great. They're great. Because
Yeah,
I have them.
They're not AirPods.
Not
yeah.
at all, but they're very good.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Salah was saying, "Yes, thank you. That would be great." Corey Krumnaker was saying, "Good morning, everyone. So happy to catch you guys live." Hey, Corey. How are you? Jeff Acuff dice, "Hola, Nico, Dani y Chili desde Holanda." Hola a todos. Chile está... Hola a todos. Hola, Jeff. Chile está profunda. Le encanta como clavar el hociquito como en un huequito, como si fuera una cueva.
Sí.
Entonces está metida en mi brazo, durmiendo. M. Joker was saying, "Thanks for your answer. Sorn palette, I must check it out." Cody was saying, "Do you prefer yellow ochre light? I've always used just plain yellow ochre and I love it, but the light looks nice."
I think that it's the range that you can get, particularly in lights, it's nice. But there's also this sacrifice that you have to do, because if you want to put like orange hues or yellow hues in your darks, then when you're using a yellow ochre that's lighter, it certainly has like a an effect of in terms of the value of the mix. So you do end up sacrificing a little bit of your of that sort of punchiness of your darks. But I like it. I actually like it. If I'm going to be super honest here, if I could just get a tube of very nice yellow ochre, like super nice natural yellow ochre, which tends to be grainier and far more expensive, and certainly darker, more transparent than this, what am I using? Winsor Newton. Yeah, that's Winsor Newton yellow ochre light. I would definitely go for the nice kind of organic one, but that one's way more expensive and I can't find it as easily. So
Prince Barebones was saying, "Good morning, everyone."
morning.
Hello, Prince Barebones. How are you? Davey Alexander dice, "Hola, Nicolás, ¿cómo está? Admiro mucho lo que hace y cómo lo comunica. ¿Tiene algún consejo para las personas que estudian ilustración, pintura, dibujo por su cuenta? Si quiere, puede responder la pregunta en inglés para los otros interlocutores."
Tan amable, Alexander. Me gusta lo de Baby Alexander.
Davey.
Ah,
No, Baby.
tú dijiste Baby Alexander, mi amor. No, tú dijiste Baby Alexander. Yo pensé que le estaba
Ya le
respondiendo.
pusiste una-
Yo pensé que le estaba respondiendo a un reggaetonero. Sí, sí.
No, Davey.
Davy Alexander.
Es que Baby.
Davy Alexander. Se me hizo lo máximo. Yo, bueno.
De
So-
cariño, Baby Alexander.
Sí, de cariño, Baby. Y Baby, le voy a responder en inglés si no le molesta, para que pues más gente pueda pueda escuchar la respuesta. So Davy Alexander was asking about,
Nicola.
I know, about
How in the world you thought it was baby? What's wrong with you?
usernames, or people put whatever they want as their username. So Davy Alexander was asking about self-taught young illustrators, or young as in, could be that you were studying something else, but now you've chosen illustration as your
Well, I think
career.
they never said young.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like somebody who's self-taught.
It was like
Uh,
self-taught drawing, painting, or illustration.
So I always feel young in arts means not chronologically young,
Yeah.
but just
Like
like
starting.
exactly like a young artist could be an old human being, I feel. So advices, I think it's a great moment to be honest. It's a great moment to choose to sort of shape your education by yourself. Maybe that's a generous way of saying, you're self-taught, but it's also the most like wonderful time because there is so much stuff, so much good information available out there that is at your disposal, that you can totally do what I was saying, which is shape the things that you want to learn about. And that is amazing. And you don't have to be worried about the quality of the information that you are getting, because like I said, there is so much good stuff out there. There is so much good stuff out there. There is crap out there, but I think it's easy to weed the bad stuff from the good if you really put your mind into it, and if you start really looking at the quality of the information that is given to you. I do think that you'll be able to sort of digest the good and just push back the stuff that is kind of crappy. But I think that that's where, even though that inherent sacrifice of not going to an institution, that sacrifice entails missing a lot. You also can be quite okay with yourself and quite confident that what you are gaining is something of great value. So I would just say, even though there is that liberty, and even though there are so many great options, try to find a way to push your self-discipline first, which is super important for an artist. So you need to have schedules, and you need to abide by those schedules, and you need to tell yourself, it's boring, I'm gonna sleep in, and I'll just finish this work that I was doing tomorrow. I'm my own boss, I'm my own schedule, I'm my own everything. I don't really have to feel weird or ashamed if I want to stop working. I think that you kind of have to be a little more responsible with time and with yourself. And if you put yourself like limits, like keep them. If you give yourself certain hours to work, then you have to abide by those hours. So you have to have like this really tough self-discipline that is going to be like the most integral part of being an artist, I feel. There's always going to be excuses not to do things when you're an artist. Like there's always going to be a reason to postpone something, or to just say, I'll leave it for tomorrow. So one of the most important things you can teach yourself is to say, well, I told myself that I was going to do this today. I'm going to do it today. I told myself that I was going to work for, these many hours today. You work those many hours. I told myself my lunch break would be at blah, blah, blah. Then you keep those hours. Because I think there's certainly people that can manage being flexible, but I've I taught a bunch of young people throughout the years, probably hundreds, if not, over 1,000 young people over the years. It's very easy. And I was reminded of myself as being that young person. It's very easy to just say, I'm not going to wake up today, or I'm not going to go to this class. And it's super easy to say, I'll make up for it. Like, oh, no, I'll stay here and I'll work late, or I'll do this, I'll do that. Super, super easy. So I think, again, that discipline is so important. It's so important because that's the only thing that it's very difficult to replicate. Like, you're not going to be in an institution, so you don't have a schedule in the sense that you don't have to get to class, and if you miss enough classes, then you're going to fail that class, and if you fail enough classes, they're going to kick you out. Like, that's not going to happen. But what eventually is going to happen is that you just get accustomed to you being lazy. And so I would say that that's super, super important. Because the other part, the part about just, being able to access great, quality information, it's out there. Like, you can totally make up for not having the best of teachers, or for not having like big classrooms, or it doesn't matter. Like, those things don't matter. But but work habits are something that I feel, only you can push. So be very mindful of that. It's so easy to get lazy. It's so easy to be lazy. So just be super careful with that.
Jeff Acuff said, agree wholeheartedly with the self-discipline recommendation, Nico.
Yeah, I think it's very tough. I think they never teach you that when you're an artist, but I mean, it sounds like a life thing. Just be disciplined. So you could apply it. You could say that about any aspect of life. But I feel for artists, it's just something that is imperative. It should be on the top of our list. Like, and it's so easy if you sort of train yourself to keep a schedule. Like, I'm going to work from this hour to this hour. I'm going to work from this day to this day. Or I'm going to solve this painting in 2 weeks, and you tell yourself that you have 2 weeks to do it. Doesn't matter what happens, you have 2 weeks. It's always better to do that. Always better to do that than just to find excuses to dilate, the making of a painting, or to say, yeah, no, I couldn't today because family came over, or I couldn't today because I went out last night and I just, have this enormous hangover. And you always tell yourself, no, but tomorrow I'll pick it up. Like, tomorrow I'm going to kick some ass. No, it doesn't quite work that way. Like, you keep, I think that the worst thing that can happen is that you get used to yourself, and you get used to like the worst habits of yourself. But the best thing that you can do is to get used to like the best habits of yourself if you have like a little bit of discipline. So it's not so hard. It really isn't.
Rishab Arts was saying, hello, Master Nicolas and Danny. You both are blessings in my life. Thank you for doing these live sessions. Listening to both guys feels someone is with this lonely soul of mine. Lots of love.
Oh, that's
we're
very
always
nice.
here.
Yes.
And we're always here.
And all souls are lonely. So,
yes,
souls were born alone. So
all lonely souls keeping each other company.
Look at Danny Bot.
You're welcome. Carla Anglada was saying, good morning, Danny,
Ancla
Nicolas,
guardada.
and Sweet Chili.
Oh, sweet chili.
Hey, Carla, how are you? Sweet Chili is having a very nice sleep. I don't know if you can see
we
her.
gave her Dramamine, and I think that
Alas.
made it.
Yeah.
That made the trick.
Let's see. Benjiro Masati dice, ¿qué opinan del arte de Galería y García Villarán? En lo personal, no soporto a los dos. Davey Alexander dice, yo pienso que una pintura tiene diferentes jerarquías de complejidad Ah, pero es que no sé si va... No, entonces primero lo de Banjiro.
¿Me disculpas? ¿Me repites?
¿Qué opinan del arte de galería y García Villarán? Dice Banjiro
¿De la
Massad.
arte de galería?
Del arte de galería,
¿Eso qué será?
como, no sé, o sea,
¿El
las
arte de las
galerías de
galerías?
arte en general,
Porque el
como...
otro es el que es como el artista como crítico español, ¿no es cierto?
Sí, yo no
Sí, yo no lo
he
sigo,
visto
pero
su contenido, pero sí sé quién es.
no, yo también. No, yo obviamente tengo la mente más abierta que la de él, entonces para mí es súper complejo eh,
Como
como,
limitar,
pues, o tener como una discusión legítima con alguien que ya a priori piensa que lo que se hizo en el siglo XX es una porquería. Entonces, pues, como difícil. Pues no todo, pero sé que él es muy, muy crítico de como corrientes de arte contemporáneo y pues yo no.
pues que es algo que además tú y yo disfrutamos un montón.
Es que sí, tú y yo disfrutamos obras chéveres y ya, no, a mí no me importa de dónde vienen, o sea, no. Entonces creo que ahí, pues no. O sea, honestamente, esa discusión no duraría ni 10 segundos, porque sería como, bueno, pues sí. O sea, es que no es mi función tampoco tratar de convencerlo a él de que
No, pues obvio
lo
no.
que él entiende como
Arte.
vacío de valor, pues yo a través de mis argumentos lo voy a tratar de educar a él. No, eso yo creo que es una decisión, ya es una decisión de él creer esas cosas y pues ya, si ya las decidió creer, pues, y como tan fervorosamente, yo pienso que pues bueno, eso ya es cuestión de él. Pero pienso que es un pintor, pues, no sé. No, es que tampoco quiero comenzar ni a decir si pienso que es bueno o mal pintor, eso al final, ¿qué importa? Pero em, de lo bueno que hace él es hay veces habla de artistas que son como medio oscuros no pues, que tengan una historia oscura, sino que han sido opacados por, digamos, la propagación de artistas más, ¿más qué? Más populares. Entonces uno no oye de esos artistas mucho. Y se me hace bonito. O sea, cuando habla de artistas chéveres, me acuerdo que él habló de Baldomero Romero Resendi. Se
Ujú.
me hizo súper chévere porque casi nadie habla de Resendi y Resendi es un monstruo. Entonces, pues chévere, si la voz de él es la que, pues, habló de Resendi, pues bueno, unas por otras, ¿no? O sea, unas por otras. Pero sí, no sé, no. Es popular, es re popular.
David Alexander dice, yo pienso que una pintura tiene diferentes jerarquías de complejidad para el análisis del espectador, la estética siendo la primera capa que está a la vista de todos, la segunda el contexto histórico, el sentir de la época entera en ese momento, que transmite al artista según ese momento y lugar concreto y sus sucesos alrededor.
Sí, no, cierto, obvio, sí. Esa última parte contextual es la que es como muchas veces compleja de, de, de comunicar, ¿no? O sea,
Y también está diciendo, gracias por tu respuesta, Nicolás, la aprecio bastante.
no, todo bien, Davey. Pero, pero sí, sí, o sea, la parte contextual, lo que pasa es que no todos tenemos acceso a eso, ¿no es cierto? Esta es la parte que también da pie para que uno sienta que, o las personas muchas veces sientan que las obras de arte se vuelven inaccesibles, ¿no? Porque no se topan con ellas y no saben cómo leerlas ni cómo entenderlas. Casi que la misma obra se vuelve en como que inadvertidamente se convierte como en un filtro de, de una especie de educación, en una medida de educación, que para mí eso siempre ha sido horroroso, pero el arte siempre ha tenido como esa, Yo pienso que es como una falla ahí que está construida como en el sistema de lo que es el arte. Que supuestamente es el arte es para la gente y el arte, la naturaleza del arte es ser popular, pero muchísimo del arte es inaccesible para para la gente. O sea, para la gente y en particular para la gente que carece de maneras de entender o de saber cómo contextualizar lo que está mirando. Entonces, eso es bien curioso.
Tani was saying, how do you go about composing your paintings and how everything is placed? Or does that come from conscious practice of master copies or studying basic composition rules like the rule of the thirds?
Oh, I don't like to be honest. I never really had composition class. I think it is something that you can teach. I think it's something very quantifiable, and particularly traditional composition. I do think that composition has reinvented itself with the pass of time, so much that the way in which things are socialized can dramatically change based on the devices that now socialize images. So what I'm trying to say is that if the only way you would be conscious of something was if you could go to a museum and look at the actual painting and then feel the dimensions of the painting, like be physically aware of the dimensions of the painting, see how you compared to the dimensions of the painting, which was the way in which paintings, let's say, were experienced for centuries, then it does make sense that there is like this sole powerful force that is composition, that is the disposing of shapes within a picture plane, because so many variables could be sort of left out because you know that art is going to be experienced in one and one way only. But ever since art has been reproduced, and ever since so in books, and the quality of those reproductions can be so different from book to book, and ever since you now experience something on your phone and on your computer screen with different resolutions, with different, you can experience it in an image that is vertical, image that's horizontal. You could experience a moving image, like you could see a painting and not really see the painting, but see a video of somebody, walking through a painting. I think composition has had to reinvent itself also, because those things do affect the way our minds understand how to traverse an image, how to sort of consume images. So yeah, what you're describing is a very, very classical way of understanding composition, which is clearly not the only way. You can learn that way for sure, like 100%. That's, that is part of the traditional makeup of teaching, any sort of visual language. So that's fine. I never had an education like that. I mean, I read books, by Loomis. I read the Loomis books, which would try to make sense of how to put pictures together. I read a bunch of books on comic books, which would, comic books being visual storytelling. Composing in comic books is probably, the most important aspect of comic books. So that was super, super important there. But I think I compose very organically. If I would have to say the sort of reasoning that's behind what I do, it's quite loose, quite organic, and it shapes itself constantly. But I think it does, one thing that I've always been conscious of is that there is a set parameter to a painting, let's say, in this case. There are dimensions, and those dimensions, speak about ratios. And it's good practice always to arrange things within those ratios, within those kind of four little walls that are your painting. But in terms of tradition, I've seen people do things that you're not supposed to do, in terms of the traditional makeup of an image, and it works perfectly. It works wonderfully. So I don't know. I think that all these rules are just, we are meant to understand why they worked and why they still work, but we also are meant to challenge them and to try to find sort of new ways of kind of presenting those truths that we at some point thought were quite absolute.
Rosaline Dion was saying, hello chat.
My heart
Yay,
will go on.
we're painting today.
We are.
Hey Rosaline, how are you?
How are you, Rosalind?
Are you painting today, Rosaline?
Oh, Rosalind
Are
has been
you traveling?
doing a bunch of awesome studies. Yeah.
Oh, and the paintings too. I was going to say the traveling too.
Oh, traveling.
Which
Yeah.
has also been amazing. But yeah, the paintings, I've seen them.
Yeah. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
nice.
Rishab Arts was saying, my mother started doing gardening a year back. Now she treats all her plants like her child's, and I'm jealous of plants. And a laughing emoji. She loves them more than us.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that there's people that get super into it.
Yeah.
Mm,
There's some issues there with what was their name? I'm sorry.
Rishab
Yeah, Rishab. That's there's a lot of issues with the mother and
being
the
jealous.
sibling love. So a lot to unpack there.
Julián Rodríguez
Julián.
dice, hola chicos, feliz año, jaja. Siempre es un placer compartir las charlas y consejos que se dan en este espacio. Se los quiere. Feliz
amable.
año, Julián.
No, pero
Feliz año.
bendita, no, joder.
Feliz año, feliz año.
Ah, bueno, a falta de uno que no
30.
quiere sopa, sí.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, hi Danny and Nico, hi chat.
By
Hey,
the way,
Marcelo.
has the most exclusive book.
Oh, cuidado con esto.
Okay. Has the most exclusive book that we printed.
Yeah.
We're just gonna leave it like that. But
Yeah.
he has an edition of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very special book.
Yeah. Marta Sánchez dice, hola Dani y Nico, hace mucho que no les pillaba en un directo, así que es un placer volver a este reducto virtual que se siente tan casita con ustedes.
Qué bonito.
Agradecida por 1000. Ay, qué bonito. Muchas gracias Marta por esas palabras y por acompañarnos en los live streams. Y Marta dice, llevo muchos años dibujando y pintando, pero dentro de poco doy mi primera clase como profesora de dibujo al natural a un grupo de personas.
Sí.
¿Qué consejos me darían que piensan que puede ser de ayuda?
Entonces, primera vez, Marta. Yo me estoy tratando de acordar si me acuerdo como la primera vez que di un taller, que también debió ser como de figura, de dibujo de figura o de pintura. No recuerdo si era pintura al natural. Sí, no recuerdo. Tranquilidad, paciencia, muchísima paciencia. Yo creo que eso es súper, súper importante, Marta. Tener muchísima paciencia porque, pues, yo creo que los estudiantes o los que van a los talleres reflejan muchísimo de lo que uno es. Entonces, si uno está intranquilo, si uno se pone nervioso, si uno está molesto con las condiciones, entonces las personas terminan haciendo eco de esas mismas cosas. Entonces yo creería que fundamental es como siempre estar súper tranquilo, o sea, saber que uno está a cargo de ese taller. O sea, que ese taller depende enteramente de uno y que uno puede direccionarlo hacia un lado bueno o uno puede hacer que se le salga de las manos. Y lo otro es que, Marta, uno 1000 veces, cuando está tratando al comienzo, no, y todavía, o sea, a mí todavía me pasa, cuando está tratando como de ayudar a alguien que quizás se siente perdido, o sea, de pronto está haciendo un dibujo y, y, y pues no está saliendo ese dibujo y van a uno para tratar de encontrar como las salidas, o sea, salidas a ese problema en el que se encuentran, soluciones a ese problema, y siempre tienen la fe de que uno va a lograr como encontrar ese camino súper fácil. La realidad es que uno muchas veces también se pifia, Marta. O sea, uno la va a embarrar 1000 veces. Uno va a ser la persona que trata de solucionar algo y que después como que dice, uy, o sea, vine aquí a tratar de ayudar a esta persona y estoy viendo mi dibujo y está peor. O me puse a dibujar encima del dibujo de esta persona y está peor, está más feo. Esas cosas van a pasar, Marta. Esas cosas son súper humanas y eso va a suceder. Entonces, resto de tranquilidad en ese momento, pero así muchísima, muchísima tranquilidad. Saber que eso es, o sea, eso es parte del aprendizaje que uno tiene que tener como profe, como docente, como la persona encargada de un taller. Y simplemente en esos momentos mm, como retornar a cosas muy, muy fundamentales. Cuando uno se siente que uno está teniendo como dificultades, que uno las siente, acordarse siempre de volver a cosas súper simples. Súper, súper simples. Porque yo creo que en esas cosas uno siempre aterriza bien. En aspectos grandes, fundamentales, uno siempre puede encontrar como el respiro que uno necesita. Y para mí nunca está de más enfatizar aspectos como básicos de todo tipo de práctica. Entonces, ante la duda, volver como al origen, volver a esas prácticas súper sencillas, fundamentales. Y lo último que diría, y esta parte sí creo que es súper importante, Marta, nunca hablar de algo que uno desconoce, nunca. O sea, si le preguntan a uno sobre algo y uno inmediatamente se da cuenta que uno no tiene la capacidad de responder esa pregunta o que uno nunca, o sea, nunca tuvo ese tipo de experiencia o simplemente que uno no tiene el conocimiento o porque es un vacío que uno siempre tuvo o porque es información que uno no tiene por qué tener, lo mejor que uno puede hacer es decir, no sé y voy a averiguar acerca de esto y que todos podamos aprender al tiempo en lugar de tratar de fingir conocimiento. Yo pienso que eso es súper importante. O sea, para mí no hay nada peor que un profe que finge conocimiento. Entonces, como que ser muy sensato con uno mismo y saber cuáles son los límites que tiene uno, como cuál es el rango de conocimiento que tiene uno y estar súper tranquila con eso. O sea, estar súper, súper tranquilos con entender que todo el mundo tiene un nivel de conocimiento y ese nivel de conocimiento es finito. Y ya, y el resto son experiencias de vida que lo ayudan a uno a recoger más conocimiento y más experiencias, pero toca aceptar eso. Bueno, yo pienso que la gente aprecia mucho cuando uno es honesto con las personas y uno les hace entender hasta dónde sabe uno.
Um, so where was I? Liad was saying hi chat, hi Dan and Nicolas.
Liad,
Liad, how are you?
Liad?
Marcelo Peralta
Marcelo,
was saying hi Liad.
Marcelo,
Marcelo.
Marcesible.
Banjiro Masati estaba preguntando, ¿por qué creen que las carreras artísticas, diseño gráfico, ilustración, animación, etcétera, son tan menospreciadas, siendo siendo que en Latinoamérica tienen casi la misma oferta laboral que un físico o comunicólogo.
Pero ¿por qué menospreciadas? Eh, es que yo no, pues yo honestamente siento que no sean menospreciadas. Yo pienso que como sociedad sí tenemos como mm, jerarquías distintas. O sea, nosotros somos una sociedad que siente que está bien, no sé, pagarle a un futbolista, nosotros hablamos con Dani mucho de eso,
Sí.
pagarle a un futbolista, no sé, 500.000 libras semanales,
Ujú.
pero que un profe, pues un profe debería hacer su trabajo porque lo ama, porque disfruta de el transmitir enseñanza, pero pues nada más, no por ninguna otra razón. No porque tiene un valor en la sociedad altísimo y obviamente no porque sea un trabajo bien pago, sino porque, o sea, ahí como que otros valores empiezan a entrar en juego y lo convencen a uno de que si uno es profe, entonces uno lo tiene que hacer porque ama su trabajo, por nada más. Uno ama a la gente que va a, ojalá, influenciar en el buen sentido o encaminar como por un buen em, trecho, eh, pero nunca porque sea como una profesión valiosa para la sociedad. Entonces, yo sí creo que como sociedad tenemos un jurgo de pifias ahí extrañísimas, porque nos rasgamos las vestiduras cuando hay algo que atenta contra el arte y todos en la sociedad somos como, ¡guau! Miren no sé, ese largometraje que hizo tal persona y se demoró tantos años, o ¡guau! Vieron esta obra de teatro, o ¡guau! Vieron como esta escultura pública que se puso en este parque, eh, o si tuvieron esta experiencia de este videojuego, o oyeron el último álbum de no sé quién. O sea, nosotros para disfrutar los productos que nacen del quehacer artístico, somos una sociedad que claramente está dispuesta como a, a, a pagar por no sé, por suscripciones a videojuegos, a música, pagamos por entrar a museos, pagamos por entrar a conciertos. O sea, nosotros decimos, sí, guau, listo, apoyamos esto, pero en realidad, o sea, en la vida, en el día a día de lo que es un artista, no se siente eso. O sea,
Ujú,
en,
100%.
en los artistas como comunidad, uno dice, como así, nosotros no somos, o sea, esa sociedad que tanto como que se precia como de disfrutar de todos los productos que nacen de nosotros, no nos cuida. O sea,
Ujú.
no es una sociedad que nos cuida.
Y lo mismo también es muy curioso cómo existe como ese estatus de que la gente, o sea, es súper contradictorio que la gente tiene que ser como, entre comillas, culta y apreciar el arte, como tú decías, la escultura que hicieron o no, el arte que está en el museo, pero a quien decide estudiar o a quien decide dedicarse al arte, siempre se le ve por debajo del que decide otro tipo de carrera.
Sí.
Es decir, es como es culto el producto, pero el que ejecuta ese producto siempre va a estar por debajo. Y
Sí,
también yo creo que eso tiene que ver con cómo la sociedad y cómo el, lo que se enseña, la educación que tenemos, por lo menos nosotros acá en Occidente, prioriza, enseña y celebra siempre unos tipos de inteligencia por encima de otros. Entonces, la gente que es súper buena con las matemáticas siempre va a estar, o sea, siempre en un colegio, por lo menos acá, se va a celebrar muchísimo más que una persona que tenga una sensibilidad hacia el arte desde pequeño o que tenga otro tipo de inteligencia, porque existen un montón de inteligencias, pero hay unas que se entienden como no, es que esta es la gente que está por encima y los otros, pues no. O sea, y a
Sí,
los otros nunca se les celebra o se ve como no, es que es buenísimo en el arte, entonces, no, es su hobby y es buenísimo, pero siempre existe como esas cosas que tratan como de denigrar la inteligencia de los que son sensibles hacia el arte, como si estuviera por debajo de.
sí, sí. Y yo incluso pensaba como em, cuando uno ve cosas súper bonitas y por ejemplo ahorita con ese, con todo el ojo del huracán que estaba puesto en lo de inteligencia artificial, que salieron todos los artistas a decir, yo promuevo las cosas hechas por seres humanos y no apoyen el arte hecho por inteligencia artificial y todo. Y se vio toda una comunidad artística súper unida, mm, como trabajando como no sé, por socializar ese sentimiento hey, somos uno solo y todos pensamos, todos apoyamos esto, todos estamos como de acuerdo con estos lineamientos. Em, es curiosísimo ver a la sociedad, o sea, uno dice, "Uf, esto se nota que en esos puntos es súper importante para nosotros como sociedad, como sentir que puede estar en riesgo lo que consideramos, o por lo menos una de las cosas que consideramos más valiosa de nuestra como especie y de nuestra existencia y de nuestra historia, que es como la posibilidad de generar, no sé, unos estímulos creativos, visuales, auditivos, lo que sea. O sea, uno si es músico, o si es autor, o si es pintor, o si es bailarín, o sea, esa capacidad como de crear un pocotonón de estímulos que el ser humano claramente, casi que instintivamente dice, oh, estos somos nosotros y por eso le da tanto susto cuando se ponen en riesgo, cuando puede venir algo ajeno, algo exógeno y decir, hey, yo también puedo escribir una novela, yo también puedo hacer una imagen, yo también puedo componer música. Todos nos rasgamos las vestiduras y decimos, no, esto es lo más valioso que tenemos, porque uno se pone a pensar, ¿y el ser humano sin eso qué es? O sea, cuando uno dice el ser humano sin inventiva, sin arte, pues, ¿qué es? O sea, y al final lo que somos es como una especie que puede como, no sé, como destruir el mundo. O sea, somos creo que la única especie que puede destruir el planeta cuando
Sí, pero
quiera.
igual es muy curioso, o sea, lo que dices, que es como, no, eso es lo que somos los humanos como esencia, pero se tiene la idea de que el que decide estudiar arte siempre es como, pero ¿y por qué? ¿Sí me entiendes?
Sí,
Como
no,
si fuera,
qué pésima decisión.
sí, es como, pero
Sí,
¿cómo así?
¿qué
O
le
sea,
puede
no es como
aportar?
soy
¿Qué?
artista, sí, pero ¿en qué trabaja? No
Sí,
soy artista y es
sí,
como que es súper absurdo que exista esa contradicción, que es como hay que salvar el arte y el arte es lo que nos hace seres sensibles, pero, o sea, es el arte, pero si usted estudia arte,
sí.
¿qué le pasa?
Sí, ese es como un cortocircuito que hay dentro de todo aspecto del mundo artístico, honestamente.
Mm.
Eso no creo que sea eh, eh, algo que le pertenece a unas sociedades y no a otras. Yo pienso que eso es como, tristemente, eso está en toda sociedad. Se manifiesta en un mayor o menor grado, pero yo pienso que eso está en toda sociedad. Entonces es muy curioso, es muy, muy curioso. Yo no sé qué tiene que pasar para que eso cambie. De pronto el apocalipsis ese del AI, pero de la inteligencia artificial, como para que nos volvamos, como para que digamos, guau, si no protegemos esto, Y a las personas que deciden hacer esto y a las personas que deciden enseñar esto, o sea, no hay nada, nos vamos a desaparecer como especie.
Mm.
Porque de nuevo, ¿qué queda? Es que ¿cuál es el llamado a la gloria? ¿Cuál es el otro llamado a la gloria del ser humano? Y es que, pues sí podemos como, o sea, que somos inteligentes, pues otras especies son inteligentes.
Sí.
Que podemos hacer, construir cosas, pues hay, no sé, hay hormigas que hacen como unas estructuras increíbles,
Sí.
o termiteros que son increíbles, o
No, pues todo, o sea,
un
un
nido,
nido de un pájaro.
un nido.
Sí, estaba pensando
tú-
exactamente en eso.
o sea, dame
Una
ramitas,
telaraña.
dame ramitas y dime que yo haga un nido.
No.
Me muero.
Pues pero
perdóname.
es que tú no. Tú.
No, exacto, exacto. O sea, entonces uno dice, no, pues otros animales también son inteligentes, también son capaces de hacer cosas. Y en serio, lo único que uno, como que al final dice, ¿qué más podemos hacer? Es como literalmente somos la única especie que puede destruir el planeta cuando quiera. Si nosotros hoy en día quisiéramos destruir el planeta, no lentamente destruir el planeta, no. Si en este momento el ser humano quisiera decir, voy a explotar el planeta, lo podemos hacer explotar. Ese es nuestro llamado a la gloria. Ese es como eso es lo que podemos hacer que ninguna otra especie puede hacer. O de pronto las otras especies son suficientemente inteligentes como para saber que que no sirve de nada vanagloriarse por
Explotar,
hacer
sí.
eso, por poder hacer eso. Pero de resto, pues tenemos arte y de resto tenemos eso. O sea, el poder escribir algo y el poder pintar algo y el poder como componer algo. Y no sé por qué, no sé por qué para la sociedad que, de nuevo, tanto se precia y se jacta en disfrutar lo que uno hace y dicen ser como defensores de las artes o consumidores seguramente de las artes, no, no sé, no nos protegen, esa es la
No.
verdad, no nos tratan,
Es que
y-
se protege el producto, pero no a como al creador del producto.
sí,
O sea, es como eso tiene valor, pero el artista no. No. O tiene valor una vez muerto. Que también pasa mucho.
sí, o pues si nos olvidamos de ese artista, pues hay más, o sea,
Sí.
no pasa nada porque va a haber más, entonces podemos cambiarlo por otros.
Panjiro Masati dice, necesitamos hacer un sindicato de artistas.
Debería haber, sí, debería haber. Honestamente, lo que antes eran los guilds y ese tipo de cosas, que hoy en día hay guilds de animadores, sí, pero no son, o sea, en ninguna medida son como tan universales como deberían ser, ni con los dientes como legales que deberían tener. Eh, entonces es triste porque sí, o sea, la respuesta más fácil es esa, es que sí debería haber un sindicato, 100%, y todos deberíamos pertenecer al sindicato, 100%, o sea, esa es la verdad.
Jeff Acuff was saying, I'm 3 years into my painting journey. For me, it's been important to, number 1, work/produce more than you consume. Number 2, find a source of good feedback. Number 3, paint smaller and more repetition. And number 4, be vulnerable.
Yeah, that's a good set, that's a good rule set, I would say.
Prince Barebones was saying, I assist Zoe Frank occasionally,
Nice.
and she definitely treats painting like a job. Clock in/out.
Nice.
And keeps it consistent. It's so respectable.
Oh, and she's a beast. She's one of the best contemporary painters, out there. So,
Yes.
yeah, there's a reason why she is that brilliant.
Jeff Acuff was saying Danny Bot is sentient. I think she is. I say she because I'm not her. So
No.
I can just assume
Yeah.
she is.
She doesn't like other people assuming things about her, but that's fine.
No, maybe me. Because that was her originator, starting point.
Yeah. Oh, but she's far surpassed you. She doesn't need her phone to add, for one. So
I don't need my phone
I
to
think
add. To
she got you beat.
multiply, maybe.
Yeah,
but
she
to
got you
add,
beat
no.
in that.
No. Marcelo Peralta was saying, Cody, Roslyn, hi, missed you all. Roslyn was saying, yes, I'm painting today along with you.
Awesome.
I'm so excited. I get
I
to
just
collect
can't hide
my
it.
mail on Thursday. Possibilities.
Okay,
It's like a
finally.
second Christmas for me. Woo!
Yeah.
Roslyn, you have to let us know how you're enjoying it.
The degree of disappointment.
No. Well, I hope not.
No, Rosalind. No.
Then I blocked Roslyn. I'm joking. Or maybe I'm not.
She's not.
Marta Sánchez dice, muchísimas gracias por todos los consejos, me ubican mucho. Ya les contaré qué tal fue.
Muchísima
por favor,
suerte.
sí, por favor. Y yo no he dictado, pero yo creo que algo que se me hace muy bonito, como una cualidad muy bonita para una persona que está en el mundo de la docencia, es también como que esté abierto a aprender
Siempre.
mientras enseña.
Siempre,
No,
siempre.
lo que tú decías, no, que no se las sepa todas, pero además que sepa cómo agradecerle a un estudiante que le puede enseñar algo.
Claro.
O que como que sepa decir, oigan, no sabía de este tema y aprendí de este tema, o ver uno como estudiante el crecimiento de un docente. Creo que eso es súper valioso y creo que es algo que no muchas veces se da por la idea que se tiene de que entonces el maestro es el que está ahí para enseñar. Y yo creo que el maestro puede enseñar mientras aprende con todo el grupo de estudiantes.
100%.
Liad was saying, I'm good. Glad to be hanging with all the lovely people here again. Oh, we're happy to have you here, Liad. How's the beginning of the year been?
How is Dresden?
How's Dresden?
More importantly.
Of course. Mario J was saying, morning everyone. Nicolas,
Mario J.
the chat you and Stephen Bowman was great.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Your bit about needing to do more than just put work up on a website and tell people made me laugh. I'm guilty of that.
Well, the purpose is never to guilt anyone into something like that. It's just that I feel that the potential that this tool has, and by this tool I mean the beautiful socializing power that these apps have. We can decide to just barely tap them and just be satisfied with nothing, or we can say, okay, what is the best way in which I can experience or begin to experience the full potential of this. And so it's not trying to call somebody out. It's just that it's lazy. It really is lazy. And it is about thinking that this thing does the work for you when it doesn't. Like, you still are responsible to for your work and to really push the potential that this thing has. But the thing by itself is not going to do anything for you. Nothing. So it's the onus is still on you to care about the people that you're going to talk to, and the small little micro society that you're going to nurture. That is on you. Those things will not do anything for you. So yeah. So again, it's not like I don't like to call out people, but I really do feel it's just bad practice, because a lot of times people say, "Oh, F this thing, like it doesn't work." I put up my things up for I put my things up for sale, nothing happened. It's like, did you try at least? How did you go about doing that? Because it's not like putting them up for sale doesn't really mean one thing. It's not as if doing that is solely defined by you just saying, I put a link here and DM me. That's it. So there is a bigger effort to be done there. So I think that we just need to be conscious of that.
Let's see. Lama dice, ¿qué tal, Nicolás y Dani? Quisiera saber cómo le toman fotos a las pinturas. Pregunto porque quiero invertir en una cámara y la verdad es que estoy medio perdido y no sé por dónde comenzar. Saludos desde Lima.
Buenos días a nuestro
Lama.
amiga peruano, amigue, no sabemos. A nuestra amiga Lama. Lama no toca conseguir, o sea, no tiene que conseguir la cámara más costosa, eso no es necesario. Incluso cámaras antiguas son perfectas para tomar una buena foto, porque es que lo único que uno necesita para tomar una buena foto es un buen sitio,
Iba
es
a decir
decir,
buena luz, que creo que
exacto,
incluso puede, o sea, Lama puede conseguirse la cámara más impresionante, pero si no tiene cómo controlar la luz del espacio donde va a ser el registro,
sí.
pues va a ser
Y
terrible.
Lama, le cuento una cosa, yo hice pinturas que por el tamaño de las pinturas que hacía, yo trabajaba en espacios que no eran grandes. Yo salía, literalmente salía a la calle a tomar la foto de la pintura. Entonces me tocaba tomarla con luz sol, luz natural. O sea, porque la luz natural en un día, obviamente tratar de hacerlo en un día nublado para que sea como difusa, pero, pero la luz natural es perfecta para eso.
Mm.
O sea, no tiene ningún lío, pues es un jurgo de luz.
Pues y la luz natural afuera, ¿no?
Eh,
Porque, o sea,
exacto.
luz natural entrando
Ah, no,
por
exacto,
las
sí, no,
paredes,
me
por
refiero a
todo, es
luz, sí, me
terrible.
refiero a luz, en esas circunstancias, pues luz sol en exterior.
Ajá.
Em, pero lo que decía de una cámara viejita, usted puede comprar una DSLR pues muy normalita, con un lente que no tiene que ser re costoso. Y lo único que necesita es una luz constante, es decir, una luz que no provenga como de un lado, del otro, de frente,
Ujú,
que sea constante. O si puede incluso una luz difusa, no
ujú.
importa. O sea, no importa si para usted es como, uy, pero aquí no hay luz, o sea, no veo nada. No importa. A la cámara no le importa si uno dice no veo nada. Porque es que la cámara uno le puede decir, pues manténgase abierta por 20 segundos y ya. Y deje que toda esa luz entre. Entonces, con que uno tenga un trípode, luz constante, y una cámara que uno pueda poner en el trípode y que pueda decirle que se mantenga quieta y abierta o sea, yo sé que las cámaras, o sea, manualmente uno las puede dejar abiertas por lo que quiera, pero normalmente lo máximo creo que por defecto es como 30 segundos, pero es que 30 segundos
No, es una
es una
barbaridad.
barbaridad, o sea,
Sí.
uno puede tomar una foto en la tarde de la pintura, entonces si deja abierto por 30 segundos el lente. Entonces, yo aconsejaría, como va a ser esa primera cámara de pronto que compramos para ese, pues la puede usar para tomar fotos de referencia y para hacer otro pocotón de cosas. Y si le gusta la fotografía, pues súper chévere. No tiene que ser exclusivamente para tomar fotos de las pinturas. Ahí Chile está diciendo que sí, que no estaría de acuerdo con esa inversión. Eh, yo creo que es mejor entonces una DSLR viejita y un lente bueno, o sea, no tiene que ser un lente repro y ya, un buen trípode, o sea, que ni siquiera también tiene que ser un buen trípode, pues yo todavía tengo el trípode que tenía de hace como 20 años, es re chandita y pues es un trípode, entonces aguanta el peso de la lámpara, entonces no pasa nada, o sea, el peso de la lámpara, el peso de la cámara, entonces no pasa nada. Yo haría la inversión en ese sentido y no tanto en comprarme la última cámara. Y va a ver, denle la opción a eso y va a ver que las fotos le pueden salir buenísimas. Chile comiendo pared. Y, y Dani, ya le conocieron el aplauso a Dani, creo. Todos están conociendo el aplauso de Dani.
Pero es que me he dado cuenta que si digo solo no,
Ajá.
no sirve. Si digo no y aplaudo, es como, uy, esto no lo debería hacer. Entonces, me tocó aplaudirle. Y ahora le tapé la parte de la pared que estaba lamiendo, comiendo.
Ujú.
Entonces,
Está molesta.
está molesta. Eh, Rosalind was
Yeah.
saying, ha ha ha, it will be the best. I've loved watching everyone's videos, but it would make me anxious to get my book. LOL. And finally, you were having FOMO, Rosalind Dion. But your time has come. Lama dice, buenazo, gracias. Liad was saying, the new year has been good. Dresden is adorable and sweet as ever.
Good to know.
Yeah. Jeff Akoff was saying, gotta run. Thank you so much for another fabulous, I was going to say.
Yeah, go with fabulous.
Fabulous conversation.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Love these early sessions for us in Europe. Muchísimas gracias y un abrazo. Un abrazo, Jeff. Chili. Roslyn was saying the worst FOMO. Yes. Mario J was saying, do you guys speak to Chile in Spanish or English? Spanish.
No, Chile es
Oh, but-
colombiana.
no, because I say sit. Like the command is in English, but because it's shorter,
Yeah.
so I think it's easier sit than sentada. O siéntate.
Ajá. Siéntate, por favor. Me
Siéntate,
haces el
por favor.
favor.
Siéntate acá.
Me haces el favor. Te acomodas.
I think I know what she's doing.
Oh, she's eating something.
No, she's putting her paws in the water bowl.
Oh, let her be. Peppa Pig.
No.
Peppa.
Prince Barebones was saying, I've gotta go, but I hope everyone has a good day.
Oh, same to
Have
you.
a good
Thank
day,
you.
Prince Barebones. Rosalind was saying, yes, good question, Mario. Chile is going to be bilingual.
I wonder. I think she's going to be bilingual in the sense that she's not going to pay attention to things in Spanish and she's not
Exactly.
going to pay attention to things in English.
100%.
So, yeah.
No, but she's good.
She's going to disregard both languages.
No, and I think she understands.
She just
But
chooses
someti-
to
exactly. Yeah, I think that sometimes she chooses to
ignore.
do what she wants. So tough,
Yeah.
but beautiful.
Yes. I mean, it's a
Uh,
dog.
Yeah.
That's comes with the territory.
Liad was saying, I just discovered there are some mice outside my house that
Nice.
made a nest in a corner of our patio.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
I've never been. I've always liked mice.
no, but I want to know how's Dresden with that?
Oh,
Because I don't know if he's like anxious to go and
eat some mice.
have a meal. Yeah.
Maybe the
That would be
new restaurant in town just
Yeah,
opened
he's
up.
like, yes,
Just
best
opened out
year ever.
like
best
right
New Year
outdoors.
ever.
It's amazing. Finally.
But I don't know what you should do if you have a mice nest in your.
I mean, if it's outside, I don't know
but
how
it's in
bad
your
it.
How do you say that?
Patio.
Patio. It sounds weird for me. It's
I
like,
know.
That's interesting. I would have no idea what to do. So Liad was saying he's an indoor cat, but he would chase them if he could. He loves watching the birds outside. So sometimes he goes outside or he's always inside, Liad. I want to know. Creative girl Sarilla was saying, hi everyone. Hello, creative girl Sarilla. How are you? And Rosalind was saying, don't you have cats, Liat? Yeah. So that's why I was little worried for the mice. TBH.
Yeah, maybe they're gone now.
And Creative Girl Sarilla was saying, beautiful work, friend.
Oh, thank you, friend.
Liad was saying, we also have wild bunnies in our backyard.
Okay.
Dresden is only indoors, but he stares out the windows. Chili loves to stare at the window too.
Yeah, Chili could be mistaken for a New York rat.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Slash cat slash
No, a New York rat
wild
would
dog.
slash her
Oh
tires.
yeah. It's like 2 times bigger than she is. Cody was saying, I actually met Prince Barebones in the
Chili.
real world a couple weeks ago randomly. Oh, really?
No way.
How? I want to know that. I want to know.
OPL Real World Encounters.
Yeah. I want to know. And I want to know how you knew that he was Prince Barebones.
Oh, the
Or how
OPL
he knew that you were Cody.
the OPL stench.
Oh, that's so cool. But I want the details. Spill the tea, Cody. Want all the details. What's she doing?
She's gonna get shocked. I mean, again, I think it's the only way. Like a minor shock,
She
You know-
did something super cute
maybe straightens out her hair.
before. She went for her little bone and she was looking at you to see if you would pick her up so she could eat her bone. But
Throw me a bone.
bone. Let's see. Eric Carlson is saying, if you have mice, ratonero, bodeguero, andaluz, dog, we'll take care of them. Even if you wouldn't like them to do it. They're amazing. Ratonero, bodeguero, andaluz, dog?
Pues sin el dog. O sea, un perro. Pues se ve que le gusta cazar ratones al
Yeah.
perro, ¿no?
No, but I mean, that's a dog breed. Ratonero, bodeguero, andaluz.
Pero porque
That's why I
come
was looking.
ratones y,
Yeah.
y
But
vive
I
en
wanted to
las
see.
bodegas.
I want to see.
Es como un Jack Russell, parece.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know why you were speaking in Spanish. They were speaking in English.
I know, but
You just heard ratonero bodeguero. But
no,
that
I
was
heard
a
it well
tongue
said.
twister, but yeah, there's dogs that can't like help themselves when they see like a bird or a rat or something. It's just in them.
Yeah,
And cats too.
for sure. Yes.
Mm,
In their nature.
in their nature. Let's see. Roslyn was saying, I have the worst story.
Oh my god.
My kids found a mouse
Yeah?
who lived out on the farm.
Yeah.
And so the mouse went in the kitchen cabinet.
Oh,
So they
God.
went and found a wild cat outside, brought in the house, put it in the cabinet, and let nature take its curse. They were so proud to tell me about it when I got home. Oh my God.
I mean, they put things in motion. That's
Well,
what
yeah, they
like
were
God did, wasn't
Problem and how to solve that problem.
it? Yeah.
But that's
In a very savage way, apparently.
exactly, yeah, that's a very,
But you work with what you have.
well, yeah.
If you're like, well, there's a wildcat outside. I think they hunt mice.
But I think they did a worst problem with the cabinet. Because I don't know how that cabinet.
Oh, you throw
ended
it
up.
out. No, you throw it out. You build
How
another
do you
one.
throw up?
You
Throw
cut
out,
it into
throw
pieces.
out.
How do you throw up? That's well, you cut it into pieces and then you burn it.
Rosalind was saying, I spent the whole night bleaching slash cleaning my kitchen.
Oh yeah. When you invite us, Rosalind, just if you're gonna offer something to eat, just maybe not
Oh,
from
we
a
can
plate that
Order
comes.
takeout.
Yeah, I'll come in
that's
with like
better.
plastic.
That's better,
plates.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
And Rosalind, how did you take the wild cat out? Because
Oh,
that's also a problem too.
Well, they brought a wild dog. Actually, was roaming at that moment outside, and they brought it in.
yeah. And then
A ratonero bodeguero dog.
Eric Carlson was saying they are terriers. Yeah, so yeah. They are like the
Jack Russell.
like the Jack Russell, yeah. They're beautiful. All dogs are beautiful, so. Mm, Cody was saying Prince Barebones works an art supply store near me, and I went in to buy some stuff and had to give my phone number and check out, and it brought my name up in the system. They said, "Do you happen to watch OPL?"
Oh my
that's
God, this
awesome.
is so beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
How I Met Your Mother.
Cody. Ah, how did you felt in that moment? I would love if someone was like, "I'm sorry. Do
He
you
ran.
know OPL?"
He ran.
Be like, "Yes, yes, I do." Oh, that's so cool. Elizabeth Carlo was saying, "Hi, wish you a beautiful morning.
Same.
I would like a good synthetic brush brand. Can you recommend, please?"
So I have ones that are called Kangrui that are very inexpensive.
She's eating her name tag.
Yeah.
And she's
That's,
trying to, she's carrying her name tag, which
Mhm.
is attached to her neck, to her bed.
surgically.
She's just like carrying as if it's going to drop to
Yeah.
the floor.
It's existential, actually.
Let's see.
No, I'm brand agnostic, so I don't care that much for brushes. So, or the brands of brushes. We're not sponsored by any company. And I'm not saying that so that we are eventually sponsored by companies. It's just I don't believe in materials being that essential to the makeup of a great, painting. So, you paint with what you have. I feel.
Roslyn,
I'm sure the ones that you can get are good enough.
Roslyn was saying they got the cat out after the killing. Haha, it's horrible. They're kind of savages.
The kids?
Roslyn. The kids, of course.
Yeah.
And how, I mean, they were more afraid of the mouse, I'm sorry, than
It's just harder
of
to
a
catch.
wild cat.
No, it's just harder to catch, I
like
feel.
kill. And then you take the cat out. I would be so scared of the cat.
No, because the cat, if you just open the door, it just goes out by itself. The
Yeah,
mouse
but
will
into
never
the
do that.
house. It's not like it knows its way
No,
out.
but the cat can be like, hey, the door's open, and they'll just go out.
No.
A mouse is like, there's food here, I'm here forever. And I'm going to crap here. I'm going to make noises. I'm going to invite people, throw a party.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, visit my dad in his farm this Christmas. My brother's pit bull was barking nonstop. I went after him to see what's up, and it was a rattlesnake.
Oof.
Almost needed new pants.
Oof.
Marcelo. So, but did the dog
I
try
think
to
the dog is okay.
try to bite?
Nah, dogs know better. I mean, they're kind of dumb, but they know
No,
better,
sometimes they don't. Have you seen the poor dogs that get sting?
though. Yeah,
by a bee?
by bees.
Do they
Yeah.
try to eat them?
I promise you, it's the one time that they get stung, though.
Oh yeah.
After that, they're like, okay, we know better. I mean, they're
Mm,
dogs. They're meant to survive, like, outside in the world. I don't think they've lost their ability to survive. Some of them, maybe, but
Carla was saying, oh, so Roslyn was saying, oh my God, Marcelo, that would scare me so bad. Oh, me too. Carla Anglada was saying, I'm so grateful you guys are back. Felt a bit lost without you. I'm off to my paying job. I hope everyone enjoys a kind and inspiring day. Ay,
thank you.
Carla. Have a great day. And we're happy to be back. And we're happy that you're back with us too.
yes.
Cody Winicky was saying, a little embarrassed actually, because now they know I'm the one that is always saying stupid non-art related stuff. Ha ha ha.
What?
Cody, that would be me.
Never.
I'm the one that's always saying stupid non-art related and asking for non-art related stupid things. I think that's what OPL is about too.
So you made it.
Well,
Thank you.
it's
Thank
been
you for
better.
that. Seen better days.
No, well, I was there too. I was just not actively speaking, but I was making my humor like filter through the graphics I did for the videos.
Oh, always.
So-
Yes. The damage was done early.
Yeah. Marcelo Peralta was saying the dog got so scared he stayed jumpy for the rest of the day. Any noise would scare him. Ay, poor dog. That would be me too. That was me when the pigeon crashed the window.
Okay.
Do you remember? Remember?
Remember.
I had like
Trauma,
no
PTSD?
I was like, ugh, I don't know how to say that. Like the
pigeon traumatic disorder.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
PTD. Thank you.
It was very religious, actually. The shape of the
No,
splattered,
so sad. Yeah,
the
it was
shape
like
of
an
it
angel
was like the Holy Spirit.
in the window.
It
Yeah.
was. I thought we were blessed, to be honest. God bless this pigeon that died for us. Jesus pigeon.
To be. Say hi. Chili. Say hello.
Mm.
Say hello.
Or Chili, you can say goodbye
Goodbye.
because I think we're good.
I think we are.
Yeah, I think I like it. I left a little bit more open. This kind of right side of the what is this, like a bunch? Would this be a bunch or a knotted?
I would say a knot. I was gonna say a knot.
Yeah. So I left this super open.
Not a lace.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's the title.
Oh, no,
Not?
it's not.
Not?
No, it's not.
Not
No,
a
it's
lace.
not. Oh, yeah. See, Chili is like, no.
Not a lace? Do you
See,
like it?
Lame. That was lame in Chihuahua. So I left it open a little bit. There's some drawing marks that are also a little more expressive that are meant to insinuate all the wrapping that is going on, but not so much describe it. I think it's a nice object when it's meant to be sort of discovered a little bit rather than overly specified. So I kind of like it. And there are things that, you know, in many ways you're kind of not supposed to do. Like, for example, I was, for the longest time, I was thinking of leaving this kind of lighter tone that I had there that was kind of right next to the shadow. And I was like, no, that's a little too distracting in the end. And so I brought this color into that kind of little yellow transparent part that was lighter there. And now it has like a tiny little rim, and you're not supposed to do that because, you know, for colors to have a relationship, they should touch, they should be in contact with each other so you can, you know, give them a chance to literally relate to each other. Whenever there's a void between them, whenever there's like this space between them, air between them, it makes it harder for them to generate that relationship. But I love the fact that in raw paper, because it's so scratchy, because you're having such a hard time just pushing paint, there's bound to be areas that you can't, that you haven't covered, because, you know, what you're doing is you're dragging the brush, so it just leaves little bits of like traces of where it hasn't gone through. That kind of sounds weird, but I kind of like that. So I tend to be very open about leaving those, like letting those be. I find them incredibly attractive, like super sexy moments of the painting where it's just very scratchy, very pastel-like. I feel it kind of begins to have a different sort of quality. There's a different quality to them, I guess, that I enjoy tremendously. So it's always like an effort to say, yes, I want to make this bunched up, knotted, set of laces.
Not a lace.
But not a title. Not a title. But it's also interesting to say, yes, but can I make it feel like it's something else? Can I make the experience, again, the experience doesn't have to land in you describing these shoelaces and that's it. It doesn't have to prove to itself to be useful or significant or effective if and only if you were able to describe those laces. It can be something else. Like it can just, I don't know. It can, I find great like satisfaction in saying like, oh, look, these laces, when you don't really paint them and you just leave them super open, they feel cottony and cushiony, and it's just nice. There's just this niceness to it that I never thought I would like. I could have never imagined this until I painted it. And I think that there's just tremendous value in that, right? Just think about the act of painting changing how you perceive nature instead of the other way around, like that you perceive nature in order to make a painting out of it and just heighten nature. Imagine just the act of painting also teaching you how to see things differently, how to enjoy things differently, which is kind of, I don't know. I think that that's pretty amazing if you ask me. But we're going to leave it there. A bunch of like little pinky marks all over the place. We're going to leave it there. I like it. And it was a nice way to get back into this direct way of painting. I particularly enjoyed, I don't know if you guys saw this at the beginning, but I just plopped a bunch of like white and ochre paint, on my surface, even though I could barely see what I was putting down, but I just needed that ton of paint underneath there to be able to then shape it. So very nice, very enjoyable. And I think I like the result quite a lot.
Me
So
too.
yeah. So that was it, Daniela Ira.
Yeah. that
Thank
was
you. Thank you for today, Daniela Romo.
it. Thank you. Thank you for today and always,
Yes.
Coquito.
Yeah. Hope the audio was good. Hope
think it
video
was.
is okay.
I think it was because I've been seeing the
Okay.
little
Yeah, and we
scarlet device, and I think
Yeah.
we're good.
we would have been, called out / notified by somebody.
Yeah.
So
No, we're good.
Chili was in her worst behavior, I feel,
No.
but it's gonna be like that many times. So
Yes. Oh, look. She was sleeping, and then she was like,
yeah,
"What are you talking about?"
yeah,
wanna
you
say
were
it in my
terrible.
face?
You were horrible, Chili.
So let's see if Chili wants to say something. Chili?
Yeah, 3 growls out of 5 for this painting. So I think I'm doing better.
She's doing like 6.
No, then
She's
no.
sleepy.
Oh,
That's her
now
sleepy
she
growl.
now she's just talking like a
No, she's
grad
hating my
student.
kisses.
Oh,
Let
God.
her sleep.
terrible. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it,
That's
Daniela
it.
Ira.
Yeah, that's it. So thank you everyone for
Thank you.
joining us.
Yes.
And we're happy to be back. Happy
Yes.
New Year again to
No,
everyone.
that's the last day we're gonna say this.
Happiest of happy.
Yeah, or
New
say
Year.
that. Yeah, that's the last time we're gonna say that for sure.
And have a great
Day.
afternoon / day / night
Yeah.
wherever you're at.
Yeah.
And remember,
Yeah.
if you want to, it would be amazing if you could subscribe so you would not miss Chili
Well.
cameos
Okay.
and the painting and the talking we do here.
Yeah.
We love you all. We
Oh
were missing
God,
you
that
all.
was okay.
And that's it.
You
That's it
went
for today.
from the
Oh,
heart.
we have social. I don't know why I raised my hand. We have
Yes,
social
yes,
media.
girl in the back that sounds like a robot.
We have social media.
Yes,
It's clicking here.
it's
And
clicking.
we have I was just like
The social
making it
media is
appear
clicking?
and disappear.
Okay.
You could check those out if you
Okay.
want to.
Yes.
So we have Instagram
Yes.
and we have a web page where
Yes.
every single painting is
Yeah.
available for sale. So you could check that out too.
Everything. The house that we paint after the drawing lessons.
Oh yeah,
That was a
the
callback
drawing
to a
lesson
joke.
for
Yeah.
painting houses.
That's
Yes.
perfect.
That's a course that's gonna be available because we do have.
We should
courses
do a
too.
house painting. Yeah.
No, drawing classes for painting a house.
Sure. Yes.
That's the next course. If you wanna.
Edward Hopper. Edward Hopper. I could
What?
teach that.
Well, yeah, but
I could teach that. I could do that.
so yeah, that's
Yes.
it. Thank you, everyone. Make sure to subscribe and
Well, you don't have to. They don't have to make sure.
make sure to
We'd appreciate it.
make sure to try and subscribe.
I mean, if
And
you're going to try, just do it.
make sure to subscribe.
Not in that
And
tone, Danny.
Subscribe.
Oh my God.
see
Now
you
you're
later.
ordering things.
No, if you want to.
Jesus
If you
Christ.
don't, just subscribe also. So
We don't want you here.
we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.